What?
We're live.
We made it.
We figured it out.
And we got it on my laptop somehow after downloading an app on my
I touched
phone.
it for you.
She touched it. She's magic. Okay, so we had it kind of set up to where... Yeah, we got to move some stuff real quick.
Yeah.
But, excuse me. All right.
Give us 2 seconds to move some stuff around because we were trying to do it on the phone. And, of course, you know, phones. So we figured it out on the computer. Okay, so now we're going to slide you guys on over. There we go.
Okay.
Go ahead and get on the stuff. Ugh.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, most of you
Hi, Corey.
viewing, all three of you viewing are probably from my dad's channel. So, hello. Thank you for coming. Good to see you guys.
Nice to see you too. Okay. So we got some pretty cute photos of our daddy throughout his whole life. Some pretty cute, embarrassing ones too.
Yeah,
So-
we wish our dad was here right now. Good evening. Hello.
Hello, Mikey. Hello. Oh, that's on heck of a pie. Piranha? I don't know. Mike, hi. I'm as blind as my dad.
Piranha Mike.
Hi, Piranha.
Rawr. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry.
We're weird. You'll figure that out.
All right.
Okay. Here's the damage, you guys. We have a lot to share.
Okay. Some of these are very, very fragile. They came from our Grandma Jean, which is our daddy's mom. And she has since passed, but some of them are very old. So we need to be gentle with them.
We found photos from the 1800s today. So.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
Okay.
Let's see. Where do we want to start? Dad's childhood. Okay, that's Grandma. This is after moving to San Francisco.
Yeah, those
We
are
don't want
a
to give
little
away
bit of.
too much.
Oh my goodness.
We made it live. You don't hit the...
Yeah,
turn it
everybody's
off.
probably like listening to Family
Stay
Manners.
vocal.
Excuse me, I did not mean to do that. Oh my goodness. Do you have any brothers? The only brothers that we have are Blake and Charlie.
Blake and Charlie. Those are our only
Yes.
brothers.
We grew up as 3 girls from our mom, which is, she is the oldest. I'm the best, I'm the middle. And then we have a younger sister named Robin. If you'd like to see, this is one of us. And
This is us younger. That's me.
I'm in the middle.
This is Miss Carolyn here.
And this little thing is Robin. And this is our handsome, dapper Papa Charlie that
This is
baby
our-
Charlie is named after.
This is who Charlie's namesake.
Isn't he a handsome man? That was at our Uncle Richard's wedding, which is the oldest brother.
Let's see. I've been waiting for these pictures. Oh, I bet.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
man, the mutton chops. Just wait.
Oh, just wait. Okay. So I wish we would have put some of these in a little bit better order.
Yeah,
I just
we were.
pulled a whole stack of them out of my stuff because I was like, I know we have more pictures of Dad in our stuff, like
Yeah.
stuff like this. I pulled out of our stuff.
So this is our daddy and our mom right after they got married, the day they got married.
Or I think might have been the night before. I can't
Yeah.
quite remember the dinner
But
before. or
there
something.
was like a big dinner with our uncles and our grandparents and everything.
Our dad was 24 years old in this picture. Our mother was 20.
Look at those mutton chops, huh? Oh yeah, handlebar mustache.
This is one of my favorite pictures
Yeah,
of my
we
dad.
honestly, we might be biased, but we think he's very handsome in the 80s.
He's a handsome man.
Oh,
Okay.
there's Dylan.
Oh, this is Dylan.
This is one of
Come
his.
say hey real quick.
This is one of his youngest grandsons.
That handsome boy.
Yeah.
Say hi to the people. Yeah, crazy hair. All of our sons have mohawks.
That are colored a different
And
color.
they're all colored. Crazy.
So-
We got little crazy Viking kids. We love them.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? Are you trying to show a picture of your papa? Oh, let's see. When was this? I don't know. Cute. It's when he was cute.
Cuteness. Let's see. It says 1974 on the back.
So he might have
12
been.
years old.
Yeah, 12-ish.
7th grade. 6th or 7th. It says.
It's middle school pictures. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, let's look for a little more. Oh, I like this
Let's
one.
see. Corey Ross says he has 6 kids and 21 grandchildren
Oh.
in Cebu.
Oh,
That's a big family.
really? Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I have 3 and the factory is closed.
I have 4.
Yeah, no more. I'm done.
Robin has 2 little girls.
Yeah, Robin has 2.
And we actually have another sister named Julia. Who-
She's probably not ever going to have children.
and I have not seen her in about 8 years, I'd say. Her
Mhm.
mother does not. I don't want to get into that.
That's a different story.
That's a whole different story.
So let's see. Let's get back to Daddy. So this
Yeah.
is one of the earlier pictures that we have. And our daddy is the little bitty blonde one being held by his daddy.
The one that looks like my son that you just saw.
That's Uncle Pogie. Up here is Daddy.
Yeah.
And this is Paul, his brother. Philip or Pogie.
We call him Pogie.
And that's his biggest brother, Richard.
Yeah.
And Papa.
Now, Pogie, I was really, really happy to learn that Pogie in the Philippines means handsome or good looking.
Oh.
You didn't know? I didn't tell you that?
Oh my goodness.
So, but the spelling's slightly different. We called him Pogie, Pogie.
Yeah.
And our dad, their family called him that since he was
Little.
this big. So,
Yeah.
Yep, that's been a family name for a long time, Pogie.
Here's another one, and I think it's the cutest darn thing. This is my daddy in his tricycle with his 2 big brothers. Isn't he just so handsome? Old-timey tricycle. And then let's see. Here's this. I don't know. This might have been a different one.
1960, so he wasn't.
Yeah, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't born.
Okay,
yet.
this is Brian Christmas Day, 1963. He was 2 years old.
Was he 2?
Yeah. Look at that
Okay,
little
yeah,
bitty
he's-
snowsuit. Wasn't he just a handsome little chunk? Hmm. Looks like our kids. Honestly, we look at all these old photos and we're like, man, that looks like this kid or that one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, especially our sister Julia. So I
Mhm.
guess we'll share Julia. Our dad moved to Vegas when I think I was about 11.
Yeah, maybe.
She was about 9. And he met a woman named Sophie. I guess we can share her name was Sophie.
Not much other information than that.
I'm not going to really share her face because it's none of our business to share her. We did not ask her for permission. But this is our father and our sister Julia. Julia was born, I would say, 3 weeks to a month late past her due date. Her mom misjudged her pregnancy time because she didn't think she left our father for some bankruptcy and fraud issues that she was having. So she was trying to find her a new gold given daddy. She was a little gold digger. So she ended up leaving and she had Julia, and we did not know that Julia was our sister or existed until she was 7.
I think I
Because
found
she
out
kinda-
Thanksgiving Day when I was
Yeah.
like 16, and she
kept
was
it a
already
secret.
older.
She didn't even tell our father until she divorced this other man that, she ran into his arms, and now she's thousands and thousands of dollars in debt because she had a gambling problem. And so she ran to our daddy you know, Dad went there on vacation. He was having a great old time in Vegas and ran into her. She was still dealing at the tables in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I need to speak to you after work. And a DNA test a couple days later, and we found out we had a sister. So
Yeah. But of course, when we seen pictures of her, we didn't deny her at all because she looks like a little Asian version of me.
Yes. Yes.
She even had the gap that we both have in the front of our teeth when we were little.
Like here's another little picture. Let's see if I can get it without the glare.
That's our Grandma Jean later on in life.
This is after she had already had dementia.
Yeah,
and,
she started losing her
Alzheimer's.
memory and you know, going.
But in her younger,
old.
she was a very smart, wonderful woman. We're actually going to do another part. I'll probably do one on myself or one on us. And we're going to do another piece on our grandmother. She was a very great woman. She graduated from San Francisco State. She was
Corey says that he calls one of his grandsons Pogie.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a different spelling, but that's cute.
Yeah.
We call her son, the youngest one, Fat Handsome. So about, you know, chunky Pogie.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
but he is chunky.
Our dad,
and fat
when he
and
found
cute.
out that he had Julia, he, no questions asked, took Sophie back, and they got married.
It was one of his babies. He's going to take care of it.
And he tried very hard to pull her out of debt. It cost him over $130,000 in court fees and whatnot. And he was still not able to, even with a DNA test, be able to be put on her birth certificate.
Yeah.
Because after 7 years in the United States, they have this thing called common law marriage. Well, that kind of applies and overflows into any kind of family law or court. So this other man was her father from birth until 7 years. So they wanted to leave him on her birth certificate as her natural father.
Yeah.
So legally, she's not our sister, but biologically she is. Our dad, no questions asked, took her in, dealt with all of her debt and all of the issues that Sophie was having, and
all the issues our sister has too.
Yes. Because our sister was born almost a month late, she had water on the brain when she was born. She had very severe issues growing up. Her vision is much like a fishbowl, so she's very afraid of water or even taking a shower or sitting in the bath. She feels like she's drowning. The water's all the way around her.
She acts very.
She's very timid and scared.
She acts kind of like she has autism.
Mm-hmm. But she's such a sweet girl.
She's very sweet, but you know she's in her 20s now.
Mm-hmm.
But she still acts like she's a little girl with her dollies, and
she's about 12 in her mind, and she'll never really be beyond that.
Mm-mm. But she's extremely sweet.
Here's a picture of her. And our papa.
Her and her papa. She loved her papa.
She really did love her papa.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one of her. Look at her smile. Isn't she gorgeous?
This was after they moved to Chico. You know, my dad met her in Vegas. That's where they had lived, but she moved up here. Oh, there's another great one.
These are some earlier ones.
I want to show. So there's Papa Charlie right here.
Our mama.
And Julia again. Now, Julia, we could tell right away that she was our family. She looked so much like our Grandma Jean. And Grandpa Darlington, Gene Darlington, who is our Grandma Jean's father.
I think this is when this is like one of the first pictures I got to see of her when she was really little. And that's them in Vegas.
I think this was one of the first times he got to meet our sister.
She was very cute and little. She didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions about the pictures or anything you specifically want to see, just let us know, because it's definitely here.
It's a lot here, and yeah.
Okay, so here's all Julian's.
I do have a really, really cute one of when he was very, very small.
You want to do more of Dad's baby pictures, because we have a whole album.
So. This one's so cute. Typical farm boy. Can you see where he's at? He's in the trough taking a bath with the cows. Yep. He's just so cute. And those cows are like, what are you doing? My water, and you got your nasties in there.
That's a farmer's life for you. Okay. So in here. Okay, this is quite a bit later on in life. Didn't you say we found a whole baby album?
I found some baby stuff.
A whole envelope.
I handed it to her, and she put it in the pile somewhere.
It's in the pile somewhere. Okay.
Oh, this is typical of when we would go visit. This is all we ever seen. You see my dad under that hood with Pogie and Paul.
Here, let's put it a little bit closer.
That's all we ever got to see ever.
Clear. That's our dad in the striped shirt.
Fixing something.
There's Pogie over there with long hippie hair.
Yeah.
He always had dreadlocks my whole life.
Yeah.
And that's why you guys haven't seen them yet, but I love them.
Not I. No.
Okay.
Anyways. So then I'm sure that you guys have seen lots of stories of our daddy. So this is a good one of all the boys. This is when he was a teenager. Let's see. This was in 1980. So I think he was maybe 18?
18.
Our daddy. You can only guess which one it is. Yeah, red shorts over here on the end.
No, here, I don't know if we can do this. So this is our grandpa. This is Pup Charlie here. This first one. Can you see my finger? There we go. There's Pup Charlie. This is Uncle Richard. There's Uncle Paul. Here's Uncle Pogie, clean shaven with a short haircut. This never happens.
Yeah, first time I seen him, I was like, who's that guy?
And there's our dad.
Yeah, I'd never seen him without the long hair and the beard and everything. Nope, I didn't even know who he was.
So.
But our daddy, the biggest of his brothers, the biggest little brother.
Yeah, so we were told that he was like the first one in 3 or 4 generations to be born with light colored hair and light eyes. He took after his great grandfather, Jesse Johnson, who was a big Irishman. Well, we found out later he's Scottish. He's full-blood Scottish.
They're like big, curly, red hair, giant
big,
man.
burly 6'4" man.
Yeah, and I wonder why I'm built so large. Do you see these shoulders? Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Okay. So there's a little bit more of his teenage years. Let's see that. We have lots of them of him when we were, when we were babies. Here's another one. Oh man, we don't know what year it is, but let's just say he don't ever need to tuck his shirt in again. I'm thinking it's sometime in the 70s because by the 80s he had them mutton chops starting to go, like the last picture. That was about it.
I think that might have been right after Paul joined the military.
Yeah,
before
this is
Paul was in the military, he had long hair. Right after he joined, he cut all his hair off. So I'm guessing that was right about that time.
Yeah, so lots of good teenager pics.
So you said you found an envelope of daddy pictures, right? And you handed it to me?
Please do tease him.
Please tease him.
Please tease him.
It'll be hilarious.
But all these pictures, he doesn't have that shiny head.
Oh, yeah. This is another thing about our dad. And he mentioned this when we were younger, kind of just as a lesson for us to not tease people. Because he learned his lesson.
Yes, he did.
And he used to tease his brothers all the time. You're going to be bald like Dad. You're going to lose all your hair first. Da, 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 da. Right? All our uncles have a full head of hair.
They do.
All of them.
And they're older.
Our dad's the baby. So.
And he's the one that's bald as all heck. Even if he tries to grow it and he tries to brush it forward, it's not going to work.
He can't do the Trump thing.
No.
I told him not 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, it's too thin to even try.
He wanted to do it when Trump was doing that.
We love you, Dad. Show. We do.
He used to go, "You're fired," to everyone.
So we wanted to show, like he always would mention, he does ice cream trucks. He did. That was some of our very, very first memories is of us in the back of a ice cream truck in a playpen and just covered in popsicle. Because if we were hungry or if we were bored or whatever, because ice cream trucking is all day. Mm-hmm. And there was no babysitter for us. So we go in a playpen in the back of the truck and they just give us popsicle. And, can you imagine a 1-year-old, 2-year-old with a popsicle? So they're going to be a popsicle.
If you handed me an envelope of Dad's baby pictures, I stuck them in here somewhere.
See? Ice cream. He loved being an ice cream man. That's always, everybody would be like, well, because I was raised with my stepdad. His name is Max. And everybody like, well, you don't look like your dad. You're taller than him. And I was like, no, that's my dad that raises me. But my real daddy, he's the ice cream man. Yeah. And they would laugh at me because they thought it was a joke. And I wasn't kidding.
Yeah. In the 90s, you joke about your dad's the ice cream man. They don't think we're talking about ice cream.
Yeah, they really thought that we were making a milkman joke, which would mean our mom did something scandalous.
So I didn't want to get too much into Judy Mead. But we're going to get into it a little bit.
So we're just this much perturbed.
We're just a little bit, just a little bit perturbed.
We will get back to like how awesome of a dad we were when we were little, but we just want to set a few things straight.
Yeah. So apparently our dad didn't graduate high school. Mm-hmm. And that he didn't work at all the amazing jobs that he's had, because he's done an About Me video and I've watched it.
Oh yeah.
And there's some things he left out and I was like, Dad, why didn't you tell everybody about that? Mm-hmm. But no, there's a lot to our dad's life. He's lived a very full life. Very full life.
Yes.
And he was still there. As much as he worked every summer, he came to see us all the time. And he did a lot.
He would surprise us all the time, take us out, like, what do you want? He wouldn't
even tell. Our mom would know he was coming, but wouldn't tell us, just so it'd be surprised.
Thanks, Mom. He actually took us to our very, very first movie in the movie theater. He was the one that actually took us. And it was The Lion King. Back in, awesome. I think it was 96.
Was it 96?
I think so. It was a long time ago. We were little.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. But our daddy did those things for us.
Let's see. We're in high school. Is this his diploma? I don't know. So, yeah, this is his diploma. So, G.D. Mead likes to tear our dad down.
Yeah. I can't really watch it.
Make up some crazy shit. I can't watch it either. He's just a drunk, bumbling idiot. Like,
I don't insult people, and that's when I might do it too.
Yeah. I don't want to sit and speak ill of him.
No.
I am going to prove him wrong.
I might wish ill on him, but I won't speak ill of him.
And if you'd like to share this video with some of Dad's other viewers while we're on here, like, feel free. Go copy this. Go send some links. Yeah. Tell everyone to come check it out. Anyway, so he tries to say that our dad never graduated high school and that he never played football in high school and that his injuries were a lie and some crap like that. Anyway, here's our dad's high school diploma. Orland High School.
Yup.
Brian Granville Smith. Yes, that's his middle name.
Granville.
Yeah.
What was our grandparents thinking?
You can't fake this diploma either. You can't fake that name. Come on.
Right? Like we would make that up.
Yep, there's his high school diploma. Here's a
certificate,
an athletic award
that he is allowed to wear his letters from his football So we would get like a jacket and have his letters for his letterman and stuff like that.
I think this is the
They
last
actually
one
gave him a
here. Yes,
certificate
that's the last
to
one.
wear them. I never got one for my Leatherman jacket, but I guess he did because he was an awesome football player. I was just, in the band.
So I should have gone through some of the paperwork a little bit more in this box. Is it this box? No, it's one over there.
There's lots of boxes,
But
guys.
on that
This
box
is why
right
there's
behind
part
you
one.
is Dad's high school yearbook.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That I swore we
We're
would
gonna try
share,
and
but
show
we'll
you
get
as best we can.
We'll get there. I don't want to open it yet, but we
Yeah.
do have it.
What are you? Pause for a second. I need to go rescue my nephew.
What is he getting into?
He's eating eggshells.
Oh, lovely. Where'd he get those from?
Thank you. Thank you, handsome.
Oh, the baby gate's not up.
Yeah.
Baby gate's right here. It should be over there.
That's supposed to be in the compost pile.
Kaylee, can you come get your brother? He's eating eggshells. He's obsessed with the trash like my brother.
No, it's
He loves the trash can. We throw things in there that he finds fascinating. He's got to always be messing with it.
Well, eggshells are high in.
Here, bring little handsome for a
I don't
moment.
know.
We'll let you say hi to you. Want to read some comments, Sissy?
Yes, I do. Okay. Let's see. Thank you for being interested in our side of the story, Corey. Stacy Dixon, just crazy. He lies. Yeah, we know he wants attention, and that just sucks that he has to do it in that way.
Well, I mean, he's obsessed with our dad. We kind of have our own theory that he has a mental disorder, and he kind of has a weird obsession with our dad, and he's just stuck on repeat every day.
Are you gonna say hi?
He starts his
Debbie?
day out thinking about our father and then how much he hates that our father's in the Philippines and he's stuck in Australia. I mean, that's really my only theory.
Peekaboo. How'd I get here? I'm usually on there. Oh.
This is my youngest son. This is Jalil.
This is Fat Handsome.
We call him Fat Handsome. That's you.
Yeah,
That's you. All right, Kaylee.
This is our dad's youngest grandchild.
Yep.
He is 1.5-ish.
I think he's 7 weeks older, younger.
So
he's older than Charlie.
He's a month younger than Charlie.
Younger than Charlie.
Charlie was born June 12th, and this one's the end of July.
July 27th.
Yeah.
So I think he's 6 or 7 weeks younger than Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then Blake. Blake was actually born. Our sister Robin has 2 daughters. Her oldest daughter's 12, 13 now?
13.
She's 13.
She just turned 13. She's about 7 weeks younger than my oldest.
Her younger daughter was born on the same exact day as our brother Blake.
But
they were born on different islands.
So Blake was born in the Philippines.
Philippine Islands.
And he was actually born first. But then
a good 20 hours ahead.
20 hours ahead. So it was kind of like the next day when my sister's youngest was born.
Well, it was for us. But for them, it was the same day.
But if you look at it in a time schedule, she was born earlier in the day than Blake. So she's technically older than him, but younger by about 20 hours.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how that works?
Yeah, we were just on the phone constantly trying to see what's going on with everybody. It was madness and non-sleeps.
A lot of not sleep.
A lot of not sleep.
Yeah. So.
Especially for me, because I literally just had a child a couple, maybe 6-7 months before that. I would have to calculate it. My daughter is 4 now. So anyways, so we got the high school diploma. So we're going to check off that box on
him being a dummy that never graduated high school.
Which he's an extremely smart man. I felt like a dummy when I was next to him, and we shouldn't brag on our IQs either, but They aren't small. They aren't low.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was stupid when I would go and talk to my dad about certain things.
And it's just because he's a little more learned. He's got some more years than we do.
Thank you, guys, Stacy, for. Yes, I know they don't.
What's up?
Like much. It says, Corey, I guess GD has his minions comment on my channel. All crap. I guess they like me being
They don't like me being.
Yeah, they don't like to be a thorn in their side. Yeah, well, that sucks for them. And he's just,
I wonder if
roses
we can
have thorns.
Enlarge our.
And then Corey says, we think the world of our dad and the family in the Philippines, and they think the world of us and our kids. Well, we thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. Even though, we don't know much about anybody in the Philippines. Someday we would love to come visit, but we know the country's not open.
A loctician friend. I'm a loctician, so that is the actual term of someone stylists style hair, barbers cut hair, mainly men's hair. Locticians do dreadlocks. But I have a couple of loctician friends. One really good loctician friend that lives in the Philippines. And he wants me to come visit too.
We will as soon as we're allowed to. I would love to be on one of Daddy's videos, to meet Charlie and to actually meet one of my brothers. I wanted a brother so bad growing up.
And we had a cousin who was raised kind of like our brother.
Yeah.
Jeff. He was a pain in our... Oh, God.
Oh, he was the one we learned to be mean on.
We'll be nice now,
We love him. We were kids, But I always wanted a brother. And then I come to find out my dad had to move to a different country to spit out boys. Thanks, Dad. Really, really. I've always wanted a brother. I always wondered what he would look like.
Actually, we might have pictures of Dad in here in my baby.
Yeah, we have so if you want to see our dad, now that we're done with, we'll find another picture of an ID card of his.
We didn't have any pictures of Grandma Viola?
Well, we do now. But anyways, this I think is the most darling picture ever of our dad. And this was right after he became a daddy for the very first time. That is my big sister over here. See, look, I put it on her head. And my daddy, he loved us girls like you wouldn't believe. And, one time I was discussing with my daughter my favorite princess, Disney princess. And my sister said, well, you know why, right? My favorite Disney princess is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And she says, well, that's because Daddy read it to you every single night when we were little. And I said, what are you talking about? I don't remember then. I was too little. Apparently, he does the absolute best Beast voice that you have ever seen. So now I can thank my subconscious of Beast being my daddy because I love him that much, apparently.
And also, he was the best at reading The Three Little Pigs. That was my favorite book. Because, he'd do all the wee, wee, wee sounds and the big bad wolf, and he would do it all. He was the best dad.
Yes.
He is the best dad.
Here is another one. I'm pretty sure this is of Sarah again.
Yeah.
This would be in 86, by the way.
Yeah. I was born in March, so I'm thinking, I'm 4 or 5 months old?
There? Yeah, it's probably summer of 86.
July, August, somewhere around there.
Let me think. Let's see here. We can find some more older pictures of my daddy.
I wish I had that little stack of pictures you found of Dad when he was a baby.
Yeah, me
We put that somewhere.
This is...
I'll look for that.
No, that's Pogie. That's Pogie. And that's Pogie.
Anyway, here's some teen pictures.
Pictures. Those are the most embarrassing.
Well, this is maybe young adult pictures.
Hold on. Let me open this sucker up.
And it's only a couple first pages.
Oh, this is a good one. This was when our grandmother, Grandma Jean, his mama, graduated from college.
She graduated from San Francisco State.
There's a phone ringing somewhere. I think it's mine. It's buried.
There it is.
Tis the hubby. Kaylee, Or Sarah, here, answer this and run somewhere.
Okay.
Anyways, let's see if I could get it up there without. Do you see it right there? He is all fuzzy but he's so proud of his mother. The other one in that is our Uncle Pogie or Philip. And then down there is one of him with our Uncle Richard. Yeah, that's when his hair started getting long. I guess him and my Uncle Philip or Pogie, they had a slight competition. Well, if you're going to grow your hair, then I will, kind of thing. So that was the start of their long hair, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can.
He said our dad started it.
Yeah, apparently our dad started down there at the bottom. Isn't that something, huh? Yeah, I think that was like, I don't know, sometime right before he got with my mom. So early 80s, right, Sissy?
Yes, they met in 85 at a pinball tournament in Orland, California.
Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Not really. It's kind of blurry, but we'll show it. This one right here in the middle, that's the day that he married my mama.
Layla.
And yes, it looks like there's two people in there because, back in the day when you would not roll it and take another picture, or it's double developed. So it's two pictures in one. Let's see if I can, like I said, these things are old. We got to be very gentle with things. Okay, give me another buck. Let's see what we can do here.
The one that's opened over there with everything kind of sitting scat on top.
Let's see here. These are all black and white, so obviously they ain't my dad, except for maybe a couple of the really early ones. Of him when he was really little.
Looked like that you found the whole little stack of baby pictures in?
No, I did not.
No, I did not either. We went through too many envelopes full of things today.
So here's another one. Let's see what age he was on this one. I think we might have showed that one, but it's slightly different. See, look at him. With all that hair, he doesn't look normal, does he? Hi, baby. My husband's on. That's Robert, by the way. Thank you, Brendan. Brendan Daughtry says, we both inherited our dad's sense of humor.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thanks.
Thank you so much. It's funny, though, because I didn't get a lot of time with my dad all year long. I got to spend maybe about 2 weeks with him during the summer or whenever he'd come and visit me. And whenever he'd come visit me, he'd be like, well, where the hell did you learn that? And I'd be like, I don't know. That's just the way I do it. And he says, well, that's the way I do it. So I guess most of the things I do is from my dad. Just naturally, I guess,
And if you can't tell, like, she looks just like that.
I don't look. You want to see something? I just started losing weight, right? But watch this. I look like my dad.
Yeah, we've both struggled with our weight in our whole lives, actually.
Yeah.
I used to be 310 pounds. I've lost quite a bit of weight.
I didn't get on the scale when it said that. So I don't know if I've ever been that.
I left the hospital right after I had Kaylee. When I left the hospital, I weighed 307
Kaylee
pounds.
is her oldest, by the way.
Yeah, Kaylee's my oldest. She's 14 now.
Oh.
So 14 years ago, I weighed 300 pounds.
We have teenagers. Oh. Yeah, I know.
So our grandmother, our dad's mom, kept everything. She kept every report card from every one of her sons, from every school year, every semester.
I can't tell you how many.
These are the ones from Valiant, Oklahoma. And then she's got another stack of them from Richmond, California. So she literally saved everything. It's been it's been a couple of years I've been sorting through her things.
Yeah.
Um,
And
couple
some
years
things
ago-
we just didn't even want to open because we seen like she kept like an old diaper.
she kept umbilical cords in Gerber baby food jars.
Yeah. Like
I don't know if that was
know,
a thing back in I don't know.
Like we keep the hair and maybe like a tooth or something like our mother did. But I'm not keeping their first. Ugh. You know what I mean? Thanks, Grandma. We get to play with our uncle's poo.
All right, so you want to show them this book here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got it's lots of little tiny
you know
things.
what? There
of
was
our
another
uncles.
name badge up here or a name tag for when he worked, I think, at a welding place.
Yeah, it's an oil refinery
Or an oil
back in the
refinery.
80s.
Yeah.
And we had it up here.
Yep, it's up here.
And
It's just very.
we'll get to it. Because I know that a lot of times he's trying to disprove a lot of things throughout his entire life. And we do have things that, we can prove that he did work at an oil refinery. He did work at the casinos. Actually, me and my sisters got to go to Vegas quite a few times and play in the arcades while he worked, which was fun.
And also, the solar turbine project that GD Mead donated $500 for. My dad has put thousands of dollars into that project.
Yeah.
He's been working on it for over 10 years, maybe over 15.
Yeah, he showed it to me when I was a teenager.
Yeah, he's been drawing it out and redesigning it and redoing it for years. So for someone to donate $500 and say snap to, that's just fucking laughable. And he can have his money back.
Okay, what you got? Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
excuse my language. I don't know if you're supposed to cuss on the live stream. I have a potty mouth. Our mom's family's all truckers and loggers, and
That's who we were raised
from
by when we were
California.
little.
Yeah,
So,
we got potty mouths.
and then I married a military man.
I don't have a potty mouth. We just, we have colorful language.
It's very colorful. The whole rainbow just kind of. Mhm. Okay, what you got?
Oh, anyway, I'm going to move these. I'm over here looking at pictures of our grandpa Eugene. Our grandma Jean's father.
Another
I'm
segment.
fascinated with him. I will probably put up another 2-hour live stream just for him because he's amazing. And
that's just the Smiths or the Darlingtons, should we say? Because it's definitely
there's
a
the Smith side. Our dad's father was Smith, obviously, and his mother was Darlington. And then it breaks off into Allen and McKinney and stuff up there. Anyway,
this page of scribbles. And
that's our dad.
My daddy spelt his name. And so, like we said, our grandma saved everything. Everything. Even little drawings of her baby boy from when he was very small. Your daughter/niece is intrigued. Oh, hi, baby girl. My Vava is watching, yeah? You can make your live show tonight. Where are your girls? My baby girl is at home with daddy because it's very late. And tomorrow her big brothers, my boys, have school.
It's 9:01. Y'all, it's bedtime. Actually, everyone come here for a second.
Her girls are here.
I want to say hey real quick. Kaylee and Layla.
And natural light this time of day. It's a lamp by the window, guys. So this one's Dylan, not a girl, but still handsome. One of these people named Jean wants to say hi. Say hi, Layla. Hi. You're supposed to say hi, Layla. Hi, Layla.
She's happy to see everyone.
Oh,
great.
This one's Kaylee.
She's 10.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys.
Preteen years. I don't get it. Anyway, and then they hit 14 and somehow they snap out of some of that crazy. Anyway, this is Kaylee. Oh, no, they don't. I'm just special. We know. We know.
Hello, Ed. Oh, He needs more
Okay,
juice.
kids, want more juice? That.
Here, sissy,
So
get me
these
juice.
are my kiddos. And he's obsessed with Legos.
Yes, he loves them.
All right, good night, you guys.
That
I love
was
you all.
number one only
Good
thing
night.
on Christmas list for Aunt Carolyn.
It's 9:02. We're 2 minutes past bedtime, so we'll get in.
Good night.
9:02. We are back around 15.
Well,
night.
then I guess you mosey slowly to your bedroom for the next 13 minutes.
No, we don't.
She's making up her own rules for some reason.
The dude with the St. Patrick Day hair. We are actually, yeah, it would be Western Kentucky. We're not in Louisville, though. We're in the very, very southern part of Western Kentucky, right next to, I live in northern Tennessee, or not northern, but northwestern Tennessee, and she lives in Kentucky. We're like right here on the border.
Mm-hmm.
So I just drive 15 minutes to her house.
It's 25, actually, from her door to mine.
So when I drive, it's 15 minutes.
We won't tell anyone else that, just everyone on live.
Yeah, so we live in western-ish, but really close to where the borders meet. Here is lots of
Alan Burgers asks, how did we end up here from California? She can answer the first part of that.
So when I was 18, about 3 months after my birthday, I got married, and it just so happened to be a military man. Yes, we are still married. It has been, oh gosh,
How long have you been married?
15 years. And so since he's in the military, they would move us. And so they moved us to Washington. They moved us to Hawaii. He's been stationed in Korea. I got to visit, and it is amazing. I love their food. Yakimandu is my favorite. Anyways, and lumpia. Oh my gosh, lumpia. Korea still makes some good lumpia, just to make sure. Yeah. Anyways, so after we got out of Hawaii, then they moved us here. And I've been living here for 7 years-ish. My boys were quite small. They started kindergarten here. And then we've lived here for a while. And then my sister, she needed some help with...
I lived in California.
She lived in California the whole time.
When COVID hit, it really hit my business.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll take what I have and I'll move closer to family, to my sister. I had no more siblings in California. My dad left. My dad was my best friend, like every day. Saw my dad. So
not that we don't miss our uncles.
I miss my uncles dearly.
Mm-hmm.
I really miss Pogie, and I miss Uncle Richard and Uncle Paul's crazy. I don't even know if he has a phone number anymore. And
oh my God,
Pogie has never had a phone number. I've gotten him several.
I think he's might have had a landline, which was the number that we always would call since we were little. But I don't even know if it's
not in service
anymore.
When I had AT&T, Uncle Richard canceled that line, and someone literally picked up the phone number the next day. I didn't have a chance to grab it.
Hi, Daddy. We did not make fun of you at all yet.
No. Let's see. Uncle Just, are we that far yet?
Yeah, it says Stacy says we're being good and honest.
Oh yeah, well.
And then Uncle Justin says, hi everyone, just wanted to say that I enjoy the power washing videos. Oh, well,
thank you. I just need more things to power wash.
She wants to go do it to my old car.
It's just been sitting there and it's covered in moss because we're in Tennessee and she's in Tennessee.
Okay, so it used to be white, it's green now.
It's green.
It happens.
It would just be fun, just for no reason to go wash it because it hasn't been driven.
Oh no, we got in an accident quite a few years ago and it busted the radiator, and
But if you live in Hopkinsville or surrounding areas and you have, a water hose that I could use and power access, I would love to power wash your sidewalk, driveway, whatever. Let me
Oh,
know.
I should give you the rototill and let you go out in my garden. There you
No,
go.
thank you.
You can like power wash.
I do enough of my own
down the-
gardening. I do enough of my own gardening. All right. Okay, so
anyway, what were we saying?
okay, we're still going over pictures. So you were trying to find that envelope of pictures that you found of Dad when they were really, really little. Remember the ones of like all of them? Papa's holding everybody. But anyway,
I think we might have found like some of them like this.
yes, we're looking for. We found a whole envelope full of pictures, just like these. Our little daddy right there.
But we
Papa
were
Charlie.
also trying to keep track of Jalil and all of them. And yep. If we find them, we will definitely put them on part 2. I am warm.
I think we have. The
This is why I look like Dad. I'm probably sweating like I'm in the Philippines. Anyway, so we do have more stuff. There's later photos of him and like of his gardening that he would do with his daddy. Let's see.
Here.
This is where we would always visit when I was little. And this is how nice the property looked when we were little. Big old porch. I remember being told that when I was little, like we lived here, I'm pretty sure, and I would take my papa's teeth and they came out.
Where at, Sissy?
Here, right?
No.
No,
So
it might have been a different place, but I'd take his teeth.
this is
and-
on Killcare.
I would hide
That's
them
what
under
you
the
do.
porch.
So yeah, the place she's talking about is in Orland.
Orland.
Yeah.
See, but of course, I was very small when I lived with my dad, and I don't remember a whole lot.
2 years is a lot different for memories.
Yeah.
So, I remember some things. Sometimes she'll be like, "Hey, Sissy, what about this? You remember that?" And I give her a whole description. She'd be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." all that.
Yeah.
I
Like,
didn't remember half of that.
I can remember the layout of the house and some little flashes and of my dad doing things for us, like he'd be handing me a popsicle, or he'd be giving me a donut, or he'd be
Give us a
like
pickle.
it's usually giving me food because that what made me happy. Or he would be doing something like singing to us while giving us a bath or something. But I don't remember too much of when I was really little. But then I remember little flashes of maybe when I was maybe 4 or 5, after I got to see him again, because we were in a situation where we couldn't see each other for a while.
Yeah, our mom she lived in Modesto,
Yeah.
Stockton, and
So we're in California, I think that's how it goes. Yeah. He lived up at the very top, like up here, and we lived way down here.
well, we
With our
were a
mom.
good 3-hour drive away. We
Yeah.
lived in Central Valley. Chico's in the north.
And Mom did not want to load us all up and take us all the way up there all the time. She didn't have the funds, really. We were
Our mom-
struggling in places to live.
No
So,
lie, our mom did not have her shit together, but she was trying.
No, I don't think she even had shit to get together.
She didn't have shit to get together yet. She was just gathering the shit until she had a pile. And then she tried to get it together.
Oh no, the piles that she gathered were her boyfriends. Anyway, but we didn't get to see our dad for a while. But then later on, about the time that I started kindergarten or so, we got to actually start visiting every summer. And we would stay for a couple days, and then it would be for a week. And one time we were so excited. We got to stay for 2 weeks, and we stayed with our grandma Jean. I think that overwhelmed her because she raised 4 boys, not girls.
Actually, before that, oh no, that was just me. No, I got to stay with Dad for 2 weeks in Vegas.
Yeah, she
Sure.
got to do a lot more than we did because we were a lot younger. So she got to do the Vegas thing, and she got to ride in the bed of the pickup all the way to Vegas without us.
Did I? No, I didn't ride in the bed.
No, maybe it was to Chico. I remember we put you in the bed of something. But because she was the oldest, she got the air conditioned, in the bed of the truck.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little
Anyway.
camper in the back. I liked it back there.
Dad tried to be
Little
really,
shell in
really
the back.
awesome one time. And I remember he took us to Vegas. I think it was the first time. And he had a little camper. He put lots of pillows and blankets back there.
It was like a princess fort.
It was a princess fort in the back. And he drove us all the way there. And he took the scenic route because he knew we liked the outdoors. The issue was the scenic route goes like this, and us girls in the back was about ready to make our princess fort a puking session. It was bad. It was so bad. And then we finally, like, little window that you open in the back pickup, you put your head through. I'd do that and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to watch my dad. But then he told me, get your ass in the back. Your nose is whistling.
Well, the window would be whistling.
He's like, go blow your nose on something. But yeah.
Oh, is this the other one I was talking about?
Yeah, that's the other
here's
one.
the other one. This is in 1987, so
Yeah.
I was a year oldish.
Yeah, I wasn't born
Year
yet.
and a half.
I might have been, a gleamer in his eye at that point in 87. I was born early
No, and
88.
this was a welding job. He was a welder
Yeah.
for this job.
So, see, isn't he? Wait, I heard scissors. Come here, you.
We got a scissor thief.
Baby with some scissors. They're
At
safety
least they're
scissors,
baby
but still.
scissors.
Excuse me, sir. What do you think you're doing?
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, Robert says to leave the Impala out of it.
It's being gone within
He
the next
says
2
it was
weeks.
white. Now it's all natural.
All natural. What? Camouflage to the grass? Dude.
It's army themed now.
It's army themed. Well, he officially is out of the army as of yesterday, so we don't need that anymore.
All right. Did you share these baby pictures of Dad? The last ones we had.
I don't think I did. They're very, very hard to see because they're
very
black
damaged.
and they're very damaged. They're black and white. They've been stained.
Is this upside down?
I think that's like of some woods that they're running, like maybe this is like a camping trip or something.
This is Pogie, I can tell, even though there's a blotch right over
I
his
think
face.
they were like out camping with some uncles or something. But it's really, really hard to see, even in real life. Like this one looks like somebody had a cup of coffee. Dad must have been drinking next to this.
So yeah, you shared these ones?
Not all of them.
Okay, so this is our place out in Chico. I moved out here when I was about, I think I was 17. You got Papa here, Uncle Richard, our dad. There's Carolyn. There's me, and there's our little sister Robin. And this is also out at that place. They made like a little greenhouse for the tomatoes.
Papa loved growing tomatoes. That's the only thing he talked about when I moved to Hawaii.
And he loved to grow everything, but tomatoes was a big thing for him.
Oh yeah.
And we know our dad misses the tomatoes because we miss Papa's tomatoes too. Even though I have a whole garden full of tomatoes outside.
Yeah. And I'm not really supposed to eat tomatoes anymore, but it is my absolute most favorite thing. I don't care if it's a sauce or if you give me a salt shaker and let me go outside.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a good tomato. And I think we got that a lot from Papa because we'd steal the salt shaker and go out to his garden.
Yep. That was a fun afternoon for us, just walking around the garden barefoot with a salt shaker.
Yeah. We didn't need a television. Actually, when we went out there, we'd be like, why don't you have a television? And they're like, we ain't need one of those damn things. And the only time we seen one was when Pogie was looking at the weather or the news.
No, I mean, I remember Dad watching Star Trek and
I think that was later when he was in his Cheers.
And
In his bedroom.
No, that was in the living room. That was in Orland.
Oh no, I'm talking like on Killcare because I don't remember much of Orland.
Oh, Dad didn't move to Killcare till I was like older teenager.
Well, that's what I mean.
Okay.
I don't.
There's a lot of memories there that I have different memories just because we had different experiences with Dad at different times.
There's also a discrepancy of when she was a teenager, our mother got very overwhelmed and she got to go live with dad.
Yeah.
So she knows a lot more about him than I do. I actually know more of dad through her because my mom, her opinion and her stories of it, I think is skewed. It's very biased.
And not that she made it that way on purpose. I think our mom went very far out of her way even to make sure she did not badmouth our father, because she very much loved our dad.
Actually, she would tell us all the
respected
time.
our father. She just had a lot of personal issues that
she would tell us
to keep it together.
And I mean all the time. She would sit down and we'd be like, we really miss our dad. We cried a lot actually at nighttime when we went to bed.
He was the best dad. We missed him so much.
And she says, well, you know what? I miss him too. And I love him. I will always love him. He is my love and my heart, but we don't get along and we cannot be together. So you'll just have to call him tomorrow. So when we would make random phone calls to try and call our daddy, it's because we had a really hard night. But she always has said that she loves him, but some of the things that she remembers on her side of the story of things,
and a lot of the things
different.
She did. A lot of, I mean, our dad tried really hard to love her through her problems.
Yeah.
And she tried really hard to sabotage herself through her problems.
Yeah.
And I fully understand that. I'm 35 years old and I took a lot after my mother.
I did not.
She did not. She's very much our father's child.
I don't do that. Oh, I'm getting messages and messages.
Okay, so I think we're just about done sharing all these ones that are down here. Did we get the baby pictures of dad shared?
Think so. I might show them again for those.
Oh, this was another picture of our dad. Well, shoot, we're not sharing her face just out of respect for her. We did not ask for her permission. But yeah, this is our dad and our sister Julia.
Let me see if I can.
She's a very sweet girl. I haven't seen her in a long time. She's a sweet young lady now.
We can.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking for this picture, Sissy. I told you I would find this picture. I'm going to share this. This might be really frightening to some people. This was my grandmother. When she was 2 or 3 months old, she was dropped on her face.
Don't worry, it healed. She was beautiful.
She's a gorgeous woman. She didn't even scar, didn't even bruise, didn't break a bone. She's fine. But when I saw this, I was shocked. Like, oh my gosh, how does this happen to a baby?
Well, she grew up and she was a star on the Goonies.
She's lying, by the way.
Okay, so I'll show some more of him when he was little. Like this one again of him. This is my most favorite baby picture of him.
I love this one. This should just be like the picture that we use for this video when we're done.
Yeah, this one, I love this picture. Like, yeah, you're going to have to recreate it like one of those YouTube or TikTok
things. This looks just like Dylan sitting in a bathtub.
It does. It does look like Dylan in a bathtub. It was in
1969.
So maybe he was 8, maybe around 7, 8. Yeah, let's see if we can. Hold on, I'll reshare a couple things.
Okay. Yeah, there's some stuff worth resharing. And don't forget to go tag some friends, invite some friends.
Where is it?
Come
oh,
check
this
out the
one.
live stream.
This is another one I really, really like. Oh yeah, Daddy, work it. Look at them young men, just hands on the hips like there's something else. Yeah.
It says glad to see Dad in the chat. And we're having a lot of fun. We are having fun. We miss our dad a lot.
Yeah, I really do. I was thinking about the other day, like I really wish I could go see my daddy. You know, when we were little, I'd always like get big hugs from him, and he'd always like mush me up against his pack of cigarettes that he'd have in his pocket.
Yep. I mean, it'd come right here and just choke you.
Oh, like you'd have like little corners right here.
He'd hug you so tight and just loving you, more kisses.
Yeah, and his big laugh, and I love it. And then I'd take a deep breath and I'd smell him. He's like, "Oh, you smell like tobacco and cheeseburgers."
And sometimes diesel fuel.
Yeah, depending on how long he's outside working on the ice cream truck. But just like a lot of people don't like the smell of cow poop. Well, that reminds me of my uncle. So
Our dad hates the smell of cow. I know this for a fact. Our dad cannot stand the smell of cow shit.
oh, maybe that's why we
For
always
me-
use chicken for the shit tea.
See, now for me, my first home was a dairy.
Yeah.
In Orland, my mom and dad, they worked for this on a dairy, and there was, I guess, a few people living in a little row of houses on the dairy that worked
Just
worked
farm
on
hands.
the dairy, farm hands. And him and my mom lived there, and so for me, I was born in Chico. There is no hospital in Orland, so I was
Me
born in
too.
Chico, and I
All
went
of
home.
us, actually.
I think I went home to actually one of my other grandparents' house for a week or two. But my home was in Orland.
I think you went home to Granny Smith's or something, just for like a week or so.
For a week or so. But when I went home, I was at the dairy. So to me, cow poo kind of smells sweet. It smells good to me.
Mhm.
It smells like home.
Yep.
And my dad thinks I'm crazy.
Yep. I like the smell of cow poo because I know dinner's going to taste good that night.
Let's see. What's the comments looking like? Oh, my remote go.
Okay.
We buried it.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff on this desk.
There is a lot of stuff up here.
Are
we caught up on comments? How's our comments?
Here's another one of our daddy being an awesome dad. We're from what our dad looks like, and all of us girls really look a lot alike, but we're thinking this is him with with Robin.
It's not. That's me.
Oh my goodness. It's 86. It's her.
That's me.
I'm sorry. You look like Robin.
I swore I thought this was Robin.
I'm so sorry. You look like Robin. You poor thing. I'm kidding. I love my sister. My youngest sister is, well, not youngest. My younger sister is beautiful, and she is talented and smart. And yes.
She also graduated with a bachelor's degree and became a teacher, just like her grandma.
Actually, she has her master's now,
sorry.
and
Yes,
she
her master's.
in early childhood education, and she is a school teacher in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So
when I said that our brothers were born on the same day but on different islands, she lives in Hawaii. So the Philippines, the time starts basically right there in New Zealand, right there in the Philippines.
yeah, it's like
Y'all
right
are the
after.
first hours of the day. And then
here's
in
him.
Hawaii, it's pretty much the last hours of the day. So
And that's another one, him being an awesome dad. Let's see if we could get that glare off. There you go.
Yeah.
So the little one down in Bassinet is Robin.
down there.
And then Sarah's the one looking at the camera.
That's me.
And then I'm the one, trying to kick the crud out of my sister because I want more presents. But Daddy looks so thrilled in this picture, doesn't he? He's like, oh God, there's 3 of them. We've heard stories from our uncles that when Sarah came out, they said, oh, yay, it's a girl. And then when I came out, they were like, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
And then when our little sister came out, they said, shove it back in.
We don't want it. It's a girl.
No. And then I laughed so hard when I found out that he had another girl.
I was dying laughing. No lie. When I found out I had another sister, I'm like, I died laughing.
Yeah, the first
I was
thing
like,
I
it would
told
just
him.
be his luck. He had to tease his brothers about going bald, and he's the only one bald.
Right?
And then, he's going to tease his brothers about having big old handsome football sons, and then he
Yeah.
had all girls.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how our brothers turn out. Our half Filipino brothers.
I don't know. Honestly, my half Chinese sister is
She's
bigger
taller
than
than
me.
all of us.
But of course, our mom is really tiny. She's like, I call her and I say, Mom, what you up to? She says about 5'3" and 3/4 and let's see, and full of shit or something like that. 5'3" and full of shit. That's what she's up to. Our mom is very small. So I guess I averaged at least.
I'm
She
5'3".
didn't.
I'm 5'3" and 3/4 on my left leg. On my right leg, I'm 5'5". I don't know. Don't ask.
Mhm.
It's just the way the Dna came out.
Yeah, your done messed up. My legs are fine. I guess it depends. I used to be 5'8", but I have shrunk. My back hurts. I'm like my dad. Weight just kind of shrunk me down, and now I'm about 5'6" or so.
She's lying. She's still way taller than me.
I'm still taller than my children. I'm happy.
Not for long.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna share some pictures out of this book. So
I think these
we're
are all
gonna try to
baby
work
pictures
with the
of us.
glare. This is why I haven't shared this yet, because I'm worried about
Yeah.
the glare and not being able to really see what y'all are saying. So
Here.
this
Here, you want to show this beautiful woman
Okay. So this little gal here, this is our dad's mom.
right here. This is our grandma Jean,
Mm-hmm.
his mama.
Now our sister Julia and our brother Blake both look a lot like her.
Yeah.
And
My daughter Violet looks a
yes,
lot like
Violet
her.
looks a lot like her. And then on the other side over there,
Over here.
that's Beatrice Allen. That is her mother.
Yep, this is my daddy's maternal grandmother.
See if we can get that glare down. There we go.
It was a very fancy woman from what we can see. We never got to meet her. I think she was gone before we
Yeah,
would be
Vi
able
very
to do
much
that.
looks like her too.
Yeah, my daughter very much takes after that side.
And then
Let's-
down
Got
here,
pictures stuck to my elbows.
down here's another picture of our daddy.
So our daddy is way over here. Oh,
I guess it's the right side. If
where's
that's what
my
they're-
finger? Right here. That's
Mhm.
my daddy. This is Uncle Paul
And
his first baby, which is Derek, I
Mhm.
think. And this is Uncle Philip.
Yeah.
And I think that's Derek's mom.
Someone we'd all rather forget.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude, just saying.
Next.
So this is our grandma on this page and her little sister.
So this is our grandmother right here, which is Grandma Jean. And this
some of
is
these came in clearer.
this is her baby sister Linda,
Here, let me do this.
which is a half sister, by the way.
It does come in clearer when I got us blurred out.
Yeah.
Okay. And
And
her mother
that's-
again, and this is her during her graduation. Our grandma Jean
And
graduating college.
that one over there is again Beatrice. Yes,
And she was not raised by her mom, Beatrice.
she was not.
Um,
She was raised by her stepmama, which is Linda's mom. I think her name was.
she really didn't even have a stepmom till she was about 10.
Yeah.
So the first 10 years of her life, it was just her and her dad.
Yeah.
And her dad is an amazing man, was a great, great father.
Mm.
And they lived very comfortably through the 30s, like through the Great Depression. They were not.
Tita, it's nice to see Brian with hair, right? It was possible. He did have it one time.
Here's a good one.
Yeah, me and my husband actually are working on getting a farm, and we will show that when we eventually get there. But I am obsessed with goat cheese, so I want goats, and I want chickens, and pigs, and he wants cattle. My daughter says that she would like a black baby cow, and therefore I shall get her a black baby cow. Anyways, girls, I have to go. Road trip. Oh, okay,
All right,
Daddy.
Dad. Have a good road trip. Here's Dad
Oh,
in Scouts. He was telling us about his little neckerchief thing.
yeah. My boys are both in Scouts. They're very active in Boy Scouts, and
Look at that cute little devil.
he told me he was in Scouts when he was
Cute
little.
little angel. He was such a sweet boy. He really was a sweet boy.
Yeah.
Our dad was so sweet.
Let's see.
Our grandma told us so. all the
Gina
time.
Bessa. Hello, I'm a subscriber from your daddy, Brian. Well, hello, Miss Gina. Strife is justice. Your daddy is going away forever? Oh. Brendan Daughtry. Oh, look, one of them has escaped.
Oh, the minions. Oh, Strife is justice. I told him he could choke on his own strife yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. Have fun watching.
We'll never. Anyways, being Maria. Hello. It's very nice to meet you.
Lovely live stream. Thank you. Let's see. Just wondering how it types with the straight jacket out.
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe it's talk to text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to text.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, sucks for
Okay.
him. Next.
Oh, I wonder how it types with it. Oh, I get it. Okay. How it types with a straight jacket. GP made the weirdo. I don't know how it types at all.
That sucks. His last name is Mead because that stuff tastes amazing.
I don't know. I think mead tastes like goat piss. So
Oh, meh. I like goats.
I like a good tart bottle of Merlot.
Yeah, she
personally.
likes that nasty. Oh,
The
no.
more tart and dry, the better.
No,
Yeah.
I like me a good citrus mead with, or maybe even a nice Zinfandel wine. Actually, no, the dragon's blood that I've made one time, it was blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and
It was berry wine.
it was berry. And it came out like blood red, but it was delicious.
Okay, so I guess we could give a little history on our dad.
Yeah, we can give history on Dad.
Our dad did put out a couple videos already about his
Mhm,
history.
mhm.
So when he was little, he was born in Willows, California. And then when he was just a few months old, I believe, they moved out to Valiant, Oklahoma. They lived there until he was around 6 or 7, I believe, when his parents divorced or split. I don't think they divorced yet.
I don't think,
but
yeah. I don't
they did split ways, and Grandma moved. This was right after our grandfather Charlie retired from the military,
Mhm.
and he had, I believe, like 800 acres or something like that, but had slowly been selling off parcels because after the military he just wanted to be home and be a family man.
Charlie and Blake does not have the same birthday, by the way.
No, our brother Blake and our niece have the same birthday.
Yes. My little sister's daughter.
Yeah.
And we don't need to mention their names. I'm very sorry, but we did not ask our sister permission.
I didn't.
to add any of those kind of names or anything. So maybe we'll ask her, and next time we will do that. But
And
no,
maybe we'll get her on a live stream. Let's see, it's 9. It's about 6:30 in Hawaii
it
right
depends
now.
if she's off work or not.
Yeah, she's
And her oldest daughter has lots of extracurriculars. So yeah, but no, Charlie and Blake does not have the same birthday. Blake is 2 years older, maybe a year and a half, 2 years older.
He's a little over 2 years older.
And Blake is born in October, and
4th.
Charlie's born in June. What you got? You can have it, baby. It's fine.
Okay, so
Anyway, so he went to Valiant, Oklahoma.
he went to Valiant, Oklahoma. They lived there till he was about 6 or 7. He went to, I think, 1st grade there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Grandma moved back to, she moved to Richmond, California. Her
Mhm.
father, she was born in New York, but her father, he had actually created the House of Magic show. He spent from 1930 to 1934 developing and designing the House of Magic show. And so he had spent much of the late 30s traveling, and he volunteered for the war too. He only served a year in the war.
Joe
Left with very decorated medals. Very highly decorated soldier. But anyway, our grandmother, she went and completed school
Kaylee.
back in San Francisco because her father, she actually met our grandfather there, we're pretty sure,
Your brother's under the
because
sink.
he was in the military.
Can you put up the for us?
And we're guessing they met somewhere in California because we've done a little bit of digging, and our
Mhm.
grandparents are gone and we haven't been able to ask them certain questions. So we've done a lot of digging and putting together pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So we found out that even though our grandmother was born in New York, her father had pretty much raised her from age 12 up in California.
Yeah.
And Oregon. He lived in Oregon and California.
Thank you, Kaylee.
And then I found out that my grandfather, my Papa Charlie, his parents, because of the military, they had all kind of migrated out to California as well. So I take it that Grandma, our Grandma Jean and Papa Charlie met in California, probably because of military related things.
Yeah. Her daddy's military. He's military. You know, it's probably
Yeah.
just some guy on the base. You know what I mean?
Also, we found out that our grandmother had a high school sweetheart that
Aw,
she had
he was
been.
so
He was a
handsome.
handsome man that
Mhm.
she had been waiting on. He went away to war.
And we do not see any
What
pictures
was
after
he?
that.
He was Marines or
He was a Navy.
Navy. He was Navy. He did not make it home. We are guessing.
Mhm.
He was. They were pretty much promised to each other.
Yeah, you
She
can.
was waiting
There was
for him to come
beautiful
home.
pictures of them when they were
Yeah.
little.
I mean, they were inseparable. There were a lot of family gathering pictures with them both. But she was with our Papa Charlie. That's who she married. And they had 4 kids together. When she left Valiant, Oklahoma, they came to Richmond, California, and she spent, I think, 4 years getting her degree, 3 or 4 years, while raising 2 boys on her own, Philip and my dad. My dad was 6 or 7. Pogie was around 10. And that's about where this book starts that I'm holding in my hand.
Yep.
So
Ooh, let me scoot. We're
let's
scooting.
Here, let's scoot this way. How about that?
I don't want
There
to
we
drop anything.
So it might be easier if I just peel back this film.
Yeah, we're scared
Maybe not.
to peel much of anything.
It's hard. It's hard to get good lighting on some of these.
Yeah, they're very old, and the picture's color is weird. And
So this first one you can't even really see, but it's our cousin Derek. It's our this is not Dad's kids or
yeah,
this is brother's kids.
it's Uncle Paul and his kids,
Mhm.
which
So-
also we did not get much permission.
I got to this page where I showed you Dad down here and
Mhm.
Paul and Pogie. And so here's her graduation, Contra Costa College.
She got a bachelor's in liberal arts or something
Yeah,
like that.
and then she graduated, I forget where else from. She had an even bigger graduation.
So which one is Sarah? That one.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Carolyn.
I'm the farmer's daughter. So it's my
Yes.
channel. And she's going to start a channel. I'm going to make her start a channel as soon as she starts her little farm.
I'm getting there.
So let's see how well we can see these. I'm going to pull this down here and see if this
That
helps.
might.
So
Don't push no buttons.
I'm trying not to. Here we go. Which ones are we trying to show here? So over here, we've got Uncle Pogie. So cute. Yeah. We're guessing he's about 9 or 10 when they moved back to the Bay Area. And there's our dad.
Right here in his
In
little
his little-
Cub Scout outfit.
And this was their house, I believe, in Alameda is where this house is. In the Bay Area in
Sir
California.
laughs a lot. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, I
And
think you got a second
also-
wind.
Also, when they moved back to California, my grandmother was able to be near her sister, and her sister had a couple of kids. This is one of her nieces, or is that's a nephew actually? I think. Let me look
We're not
closer. Let me look
100% sure on all of Linda's side of the
Yes.
family.
Okay, so yes, these are Linda's kids. So all my kids are in there just roughhousing, having
They's
a great
crazy.
time.
Yeah, we told them bedtime, so they go in the other room and like, oh, they can't do nothing.
So here's our Uncle Pogie laying on the floor, playing with a niece or a nephew. And I don't know who's actually laying on the floor, but that's our Uncle Pogie here. There. And who's
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna have to take this out to show you guys. There's some of these pictures that are so close.
and it's really old and a kind of a bad quality because they're all like in the
And they're very
70s,
stuck
60s, 70s.
Let's move this back up so you can see us. So
Oh, please be careful. They've been in there for a couple years.
lots of years. Okay. Who's this first person? I'm not sure who that is. So here's Grandma Jean. There is Uncle Pogie. At this point, he looks like he's smaller than our dad,
Right.
because our dad, he did not take the divorce or the separation well. He was already a big guy, but he loved his daddy. He loves his daddy, and that was one of the biggest things that made him move to the Philippines.
Mhm.
When our papa passed, he was so heartbroken that we couldn't even drive past certain things
Yeah.
without my dad shedding a tear, or just, kind of clenching up and
Mhm.
losing his train of thought, or what we were speaking about, because he just, traveling down memory lane, remembering his dad.
Mhm.
So
And Daddy is a little emotional sometimes when it comes to his.
he's a big softie.
Mhm.
Our dad, he tries to roll things off his shoulder, not let things bother him, but he's the biggest hearted, probably the biggest softie I've ever met.
Mm. Yes, Trevor, it's the pink
Vallejo.
daughter.
Okay. So
At the age, or who says that? Nookum? At the age of 49, my sister found me. I knew about her, was from a family, prominent, etc. Didn't want to break up. Oh, I understand. Didn't want to break up the home. Her favorite brother. No. Yeah. That's how it was with Julia.
Yeah.
Sarah got really close because she lived with Dad. I got to spend, I think, her 11th birthday with her, but I didn't get to see her very often at all. She didn't really know who I was, and she was very timid and kind of scared to talk to me. But she loved my son. I think he was maybe 2 at the time.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go and just kind of order here, because she did do a
Oh.
very good job putting all of these photos in order.
Oh, Miss Gina says she's from Northern California. She lived in Vallejo for 45 years.
Wow.
I don't
That's
mind
not
Vallejo.
too far off from Stockton and Modesto. That's
Yeah.
a 30-minute drive,
We
45
grew
minutes, 30 minutes the way we drive.
We grew up Stockton, Modesto,
Mhm.
Fresno.
Stanislaus, San Joaquin County.
Yeah. I grew up basically all of Stockton.
Here's our father doing what he loves to do best.
Oh, yeah. And you see that? See that? He has to have a spoon in one hand and more food in the other to sop up more stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Daddy eats.
Yep. He's always loved his food.
It's a wonder it's not completely covered in mayonnaise. Oh, my Lord.
He did love his mayonnaise.
He loves his mayonnaise. One time he was in the kitchen and I'm like, Dad, what are you eating? Because he's holding something like this and it's just this giant, I thought it was like a cupcake or something. It was just all white. And he takes a bite and he turns it. And you see this little bitty hot dog down in the middle of this giant pile of mayonnaise. Ugh. I'm not a fan. I'll eat a little, but that's disgusting. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Okay. Next.
There's Daddy's birthdays.
Okay, so there's a birthday picture on almost every next page. Like every page there's birthdays. So I'm guessing this is around 10.
I don't know. We'd have to count the candles.
Yeah. Let's see. 1,
If
2,
you
3,
can.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
10. We have a lot of kids. It's easy for me to just guess an age of a kid.
Oh yeah. I think there's another one on the next page. Is the next year or something like that.
So that would have made Pogie what, 13?
13, 14-ish.
And then Pogie's this little mischievous butthead over here giving our dad bunny ears.
Mm-hmm. Just like our little sister Robin, always has to make a face or do something when she was little. Being a butt.
And then, okay, so this is the very next birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The very next birthday. Can you see that well?
A little bit down.
A little bit down.
There you go.
Okay.
And there's Pogie a year later. See, he's still mischievous. A little bit of lip glare. And there's Grandma Jean and my daddy cutting his cake.
Is it good?
Pogie's gone. It's fine.
Okay, here.
There you go.
There's Pogie. Yeah, Pogey, a little more mischievous.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's the 70s. Oh, my Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Next page. This had to have been around the same time. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Down.
What's are we looking at here?
There you go.
So the one laying on the floor is our Uncle Paul. And this was just before he joined the military.
Yes.
He's got long hair. And then our dad and our Uncle Pogie sitting on the couch with our Grandma Jean.
Mm-hmm. And by now, you guys should be able to tell which one's our dad is. It's the very large brother. His brothers are tiny little sticks compared to him. Like we said, he did not take after his daddy's stature.
My kids are back there.
Oh, that's a gut laugh and a half. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Have happy kids. Okay. And then, okay, these are going to be fun. So just say hey to the camera a little closer.
She's obsessed with comparing me with how I look to my dad.
Okay, come on, closer.
Let's see. Like this. Now show
Oh,
them.
look at that. Oh.
No, longer face.
That would kind of look like me just a little bit.
No, wait. I got to get more hair.
Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh goodness. See, that just looks like you sitting here. I gotta share this one. This just looks like my sister sitting on the couch. Is this one? No, wait, that's Pogie. There you go. This one. That just looks like my sister sitting on the couch right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's our Uncle Richard sitting in between Pogie and my dad, and my Grandma Jean off over here in the green shirt.
They did a lot of family get-togethers.
Let's see, Richard is 12 years older than our dad, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're all about 3-4 years apart-ish.
Yeah, they're all about 3 or 4. It's the same with my kids. Like my oldest is 14, my second's 10, my third is 7, and
mine is not.
My fourth is 1.
Because I was stupid, like my parents, and I decided, oh, I had such a great time. Me and my sisters are all almost 2 years apart. Let's do that. I had 2 boys, less than 2 years apart. And then I stopped having kids.
That's when Mom, when she had Robin, she was like, put her back. I thought we were gonna get a boy.
And then
wrong deal.
Then once my boys were a little more self-sufficient and I didn't have to change double the diapers, then I went and very stupidly did it all over again. And I had a girl this time. Thank goodness.
Bing Maria says that the first picture, so this first picture, she said he has a smitten smile like Charlie.
He does. That's funny.
Let's see. Next page.
Lots of family gatherings.
Oh,
like
yes.
they always were doing a family gathering with either, the Darlington side, which is his mother's side.
Our grandma's so pretty.
Or
here's a fun one.
Something.
Here's a fun one. So this is our dad at, I think, Vacation Bible School.
Oh yeah. Very, very.
And this is him over here.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yep. He looks a lot like my younger boy.
No, he looks like you.
My younger boy looked like me.
Yeah.
It's true. Older boy, just like his daddy. Replica.
Here's some
like Paul
photos of Paul's first
Papa.
mistake.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can read these. Brandon, if you were here, now you see how it's been a blast. What? I think I'm I think we need to scroll up. I think I missed something. My husband's out talking to people.
Oh boy.
Oh, Northern California. Yep. I understand how you missed him. Yeah, we really do miss our daddy. Sorry, girls. My son called me. I'm back now. Okay, that's fine. You're fine. Yes, we miss him currently. I would love to see my daddy, but right now it's not possible. Then they saying hi to Robert. My husband's saying hi back. We do got to get Pogey to come visit, but I think he's just kind of like an old hermit. Good luck getting any of our uncles. Well, maybe Uncle Richard might come out. I know they were talking about it.
Pogey's very weird about things that he will and will not do. He will not own a phone. He will not have a bank account, which makes it very hard to buy a ticket to go anywhere without a bank account.
I think at one time he buried money in the yard.
Yeah, you can't just walk into an airport with a pile of cash and be like, I need a flight
I don't
right
even
now.
know if he has an up-to-date ID.
He doesn't. He only gets an ID if he needs to. I mean, he gets paid in cash. He makes $300, $400, $500 a day.
He's like a welder.
Table. No, he's working for Brown now. He's running the loaders.
So there you go.
He's
working for
a heavy equipment operator right now.
But yeah. Anyways, yes, happy kids, happy mothers. I agree.
You gotta go too far.
No, I think.
Okay, there we are.
Has yes, smitten like Charlie, and then yes, my baby's 13, 11, and 4, almost 13, 12, and 4. To come visit the Philippines as soon as they lift the ban to be able to go. Right now, nobody's allowed to go into the Philippines
or leave.
Even if we do go get the shot, which
we're not going to get it.
No.
Our mom got it. Our dad got it.
Our little sister
got it. She's a school teacher, but we've both had COVID and we're not getting the shot.
Yeah, I've had it. It wasn't nothing.
It was a bad flu. It sucked to lose your sense of smell and taste.
It sucks.
The back pains, the weird organ pains, those sucked.
I had nothing. The worst thing about it was I could not taste the good food I went out and ate.
I couldn't smell or taste. I mean, I opened Pine Sol and I'm like,
yep, it's Pine Sol.
Well, I guess I can't taste nothing. And then I was spitting up soap for the next.
There's a few different reasons we won't do that, but we'll get into that a little later.
What's that?
Why we won't get our shots. Anyways,
there's no reason to. We've already had COVID. There's a lot of research that shows that even the people who have had the shot, if they do get COVID, it doesn't help you get over it faster.
Maybe lessen some of your symptoms.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no reason for us to get it. We've already had COVID. So why protect us from something we've already had?
No, my husband did get it, but that is because he's in the military and it was mandated or he had to leave. Well, he was getting out medically discharged anyways, but to be able to go through with that, he had to. So he's the only one of our family that had the shot. My children, I gave them the choice and they used very rainbow colorful words.
They're
and
definitely
said
our children.
No. So that's, I'm not going to keep them from it, but
told me they can tell Johnson & Johnson some choice words.
Yeah.
So
yep.
That's our family is.
Let's see. Yes, my husband says when the COVID fiasco is over. Your dad misses you girls and grandchildren very, very much. Your dad is very proud of you. Actually, it's really sad that he hasn't even met our 2 youngest children. No. But my daughter is obsessed with his channel. If she hears that little music in the tropical music, she'll come running. She will beg for me to watch Papa. I want to see my Papa. And so that's the only way she knows my dad. But she loves it. Oh my gosh, when he got that one kitten, they rescued it from the garbage can. She was obsessed with
I felt
knowing
so
how
bad
the kitty.
for our dad. Our
I
dad's
know.
such a soft-hearted person. Like, oh, our dad wouldn't let any creature be
Right?
hurt.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I swear, if he saw a bear drowning, he'd jump in the water
He'd
to
be
try
like,
to save
"It's
the bear.
okay, buddy. I'll get ya." Let's see. Oh, scroll up. Scroll. I can't.
Okay, are we
I'm-
going too fast here?
Yeah. Okay. Bing Maria says she loves your garden.
Oh, well, thank you.
James Paris, hi, would be an adventure to visit your dad in Bohol. I would love to. I would love to. My boys miss my daddy a lot. Oh, wow, they forgot about me. What are you talking about? No, we didn't forget about you. Corey says, God bless us. Brendan, yeah, he believes Robert. Poor Robert, the girls forgot about you. Sorry, it happens. Big Maria, mild symptoms, my observation. Yeah, mild symptoms. I'm a cripple. No, he's not a cripple. He's a lot more able than I am. He's a little broken. I'm a lot of broken. Did Carolyn break you? No, I didn't break him.
The military broke him.
I could break him.
Is
I'll break
Robert
my foot
officially
off.
out of the military yet?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay, now we can officially say the military broke him.
Yeah, the military did it. Now, if there's any more breaking going on, it wasn't me. You can't say it was me.
Fine.
I do not abuse you.
I saw the handcuffs. I'm just saying.
And-
She keeps.
No, that was when my husband was on gate guard. No, shut up. Corey Ross, my grandchildren love your dad, and Marcella, and they love Charlie. Yeah, my daughter's still confused at who Charlie is.
Yeah, because it's a baby.
Yeah.
And
She's like, but my uncles should be adults.
Mhm.
She's like, that's not how. Like when she's taught about family, she's like, well, why is your brother a baby then? And because she knows girls cannot have babies when they're older. And she says, well, then how is that your brother? Well, I don't know how to explain that yet. He's your uncle, basically. So I don't really know how to explain that to her, but I'm sure in the next couple of years she'll understand, especially before we go out and see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bing Maria, they have a new cat now. Oh, they do. Rescued her on a pond. What'd we say? The bear was out drowning.
Yeah.
Yes, she got some sweet potatoes today. Oh my goodness. I told her she's going to need an axe to cut those in half.
I had sweet potatoes earlier. They were amazing.
Yes. It's one of our favorites. Like I would prefer a sweet potato over a normal potato.
Mhm.
No, not the furry ones. They're actual real ones. And you know, a funny story. My son was playing with them, my oldest son, and he went and you know how you click it really fast and it'll close. He did it to his ankle, and I didn't know where the key was. So yeah.
Sweet potato fries. Those are my favorite. And it's one of the only times I'll eat ketchup.
Mm.
There's something about like the sweet and the salty and the ketchup that's like perfect with the sweet potato fries.
Go to Red Robin. They have endless sweet potato fries. Oh my gosh. That's all I need. I don't need any of the food.
I can't eat a burger anyway.
Yeah.
I can't eat red meat. I have high cholesterol and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, Dad gave her all the, messed up stuff.
Well, our mom has high cholesterol too, so.
Yeah. They should have took care of their stuff when they were little. Being Maria, the cat and Charlie harvested all the Christmas balls on the lower part of the tree. I understand.
Yeah.
We did too.
So usually what we do, it's kind of our family and in my little family now, it's our family tradition to put up the Christmas tree on Thanksgiving, like that evening.
We usually do it the weekend after in my house.
Yeah, so we don't do the whole 2 days in the kitchen sweating and slaving away. I order pizza and we watch fun movies and we put up a tree.
So that's the difference between me and her. She did not enjoy cooking the meals growing up, whereas I did.
I don't really care for eating them either. I'm not a big fan of turkey. My fiance is Muslim, so he doesn't eat pork. So there goes the ham. And he doesn't restrict anything I eat. If I want ham, I'm gonna throw that porky right on the grill and I'll eat it. But this year, I think we've decided, like I did this the year before last.
If you want some ham with pineapple on it, just order a Hawaiian
Get me
pizza.
a Hawaiian, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
But I'm just not a big fan of making the huge mess and cleaning it all up. I only have a couple kids. My dad's not here anymore. And when my dad was here, when we were all still in California, I'd make a huge Thanksgiving meal. I mean, apple pies, sweet potato pie.
Actually, that was the last Thanksgiving I've ever got to see of my dad's before he left. He came out to Tennessee and he seen me for the very first time at my house. And we did make an apple pie together. He taught me how to make crust.
Our dad is an amazing cook.
Yes.
And I am biased. I mean, I know he taught our mother how to cook.
The best pecan pie.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, unless he accidentally messes up the measurements and we put double the molasses and end up with a molasses pie. We've done that before.
It happens.
It happens.
Yes, but that's when he last. Thanksgiving was like a thing when we were, and we never got to spend holidays with him, really, except for when we were little, like when we showed you those pictures earlier, and we were very little with him. That's when we got to do holidays. But when we were older, not really. She did, but not me.
They're talking about you abusing Robert.
Oh, Jesus. He's going to get abused tonight if he doesn't stop. Anyway, but yeah, so for me, though, she doesn't like to do the big Thanksgiving, but I do. Every year, I roast a turkey. We've tried deep frying it. That's the hubby's thing. I don't really care for it. I'm very, very good at roasting meat. He likes to cook outside.
He was just saying that. I think Robert said something about big get together.
Oh my God, Dad's burger truck. He mentioned that. Oh
yeah, Dad worked on a burger truck for a little over a year, and oh God, so you have to have 3 inspections in California to get a truck on the road. You've got to do the local, the city inspections. You've got to do county inspection, then you got to do state inspection before you can get your permit to actually sell anything off your truck. So his city inspection, he had to call a welder out to redo a cap for one of his tanks, for his water tank, right? And then it passed the city inspection. County inspection came around, and I believe he passed it. He had to change windshield wiper, something stupid, or a blinker or something. And so he did that and got it passed. And then it came to state inspections, and the city asked him to change the size of the cap or the drain spout that was on his tank, his water tank. Well, he changed it. We'll come to find out that the state or the city regulations were slightly different than the state regulations. It needed to be bigger for state regulations. So by that point, Dad was like $5-6 grand into the truck and several months into building the business and making the menu and all the other stuff, and decided to throw in the towel because it was time to either start selling burgers or get back in the ice cream truck and sell ice cream. So he decided to throw in the towel with the burger truck and make the ice cream truck just another year thing. But his burgers are amazing. He has this burger sauce.
The sauce is so good. I can drink it.
I have the recipe. I'll make it for you.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I can't eat the whole burger, but I will eat.
It's good on French fries. Like, I think I've tried some like Dave's fry sauce and some awesome burger
like
sauce.
some kind of lettuce wrap. I'll dip it in there.
Just French fries.
Okay, let's see. Bing Maria, you girls are gorgeous. Love to meet you here. We would love to also. Looking forward to more live stream. Thank you for sharing your candid canned peppers. You're welcome. My husband was so impressed with the taste. Really, you guys made some.
Oh, good.
Thanks. No, babe. Down, boy.
What happened?
Uh,
I'm half blind, so I'm just kind of depending on her to read.
Robert or Corey Ross, before moved permanently to the Cebu, I think that's how Dad says it.
Cebu.
5 years ago, built a house and garage, I think, and above the garage, $658.
Boiler chickens.
Boiler chickens, 25 native chickens, and build a big store. And we have construction company 5 years now. Ooh,
That's nice. Nice.
seems like you did good for yourself. Gina Bessa, where you girls live there? What state? So she lives in Kentucky.
Mhm.
I live in Tennessee.
But we both literally live right on the border.
Mhm.
So we live in neighboring cities.
Yeah. So we're literally only
25 minutes from her front door to mine.
Yeah, it's really not that far at all. Being Maria, hope I will not get a copyright infringement. Have a nice evening to the both of you and your family. Well, thank you, Being Maria, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Corey Ross, I was in the Navy for 6 years. After that, was doing my own construction company in Canada for 27 years, and then moved to the Philippines. Wow,
Nice.
that's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go to Canada. I almost did on
I would
accident.
love to visit. We actually have, so on our mother's side, on our mother's side,
Yeah.
mother's side.
Yeah, mothers, and then it goes up the men's side. It's from the church. Their last name is Church.
Church family. We have a lot of church family in Canada.
In the Canada, and they're
in the
from
Alberta area, I believe.
Yeah.
I'd love to visit there.
Not
And
too.
then-
It's like kind of like catty corner to Washington area.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's how a lot of our family ended up from my mom's side in California.
In California, yeah. So, mom's side kind of came down from Canada, and dad's side kind of just migrated from actually this area that we're in right now, and they kind of just met up in California. Whereas our dad's side was New York, and our Papa Charlie was born, I think, in Paris, Paris, Texas. Sorry, there's a big difference.
Robert is looking for something named Pixie.
Oh, Jesus. Pixie is her bear.
Is Pixie in the car?
I hope Pixie's not in the car. I think Uni's on the couch. Sorry, everybody.
We have funny toy names. I had an Oakley when I was a kid. I have a picture of it sitting here somewhere.
So Pixie is her brand new bear she got for her birthday. And Uni is a unicorn. She couldn't say unicorn, so she said unicorn. And so its name is Uni.
Okay, so this is one of our. We're gonna share a couple more pictures.
A couple more pictures.
Just because I can't help myself. And then also, I don't know if we can even share, but we do have our entire family tree mapped out on Ancestry.com.
We're the two that are a lot like our dad. We love family history and geography and just history in general. And we like how our family fits within that history. So we study a lot.
All the different angles that came together to make us who we are now.
And we have families on every single American war. We have families on both sides.
Yes, on both sides of every single war.
My husband's family too. So we have lots and lots of history.
We're related to 4 separate families that came over on the Mayflower. We were the Pilgrims. We're direct descendant of the very first European woman to step foot on Indian land, is what we're going to call it, Indian territory.
Her handmaid, I guess they called it, was the first one to ever get married in America. And there's actually a picture or a painting, I guess it would be, because it's old, of our relatives with their only baby, and it's in the White House.
So if you look
Pocahontas's
up Pocahontas's baptism or christening, I think it's her baptism.
Yeah.
There's a couple standing in the background holding a baby. That is actually our family.
Yes. I would tell you how many greats, but that
11.
yeah,
11
a
greats.
lot. So, but yes, we have lots of history and we love to share it. And so we will definitely do another segment of not just our dad's generation, a little bit of ours, but we'll go up a little farther. Let's see. Where do you gals live now? Nope, we got that.
Let's see.
I've
Corey
been
Ross.
long time subscriber and friend of your dad in the Philippines for over 4 years. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, Corey Ross. I think our dad probably reads.
I
I think you tune into almost every live stream. So thank you for watching.
40,000 tilapia as well. Your dad inspired me. Really?
Wow.
Well, that's really awesome that you got. That's a lot of fish.
Dad has a lot of fish too, though. I don't know how they deal
Ooh.
with all them fish. It's a lot.
Going to barbecue the tilapia and make tilapia burgers. Wow.
I think I saw that comment on the last video.
Yeah,
I've got to try
did.
some tilapia burgers. And then I was
Yeah.
thinking, there's got to be some kind of way to make it kind of tangy and lemony, like a lemony, tangy burger.
Like a
I don't
nice
know.
marinade or something.
I really like lemon on my fish. I'm a big fan.
I like citrus in general, honestly. Like if it's a good pineapple fish, maybe it might be because I lived in Hawaii for 3 years. I like seafood with citrus.
This tea is amazing.
Yes.
Plain tea.
Oh my dear Lord.
I was wondering why we heard bad pipes.
We heard the Scottish
and us spoke right up. Bagpipes. Bagpipes? Where are the bagpipes?
a man in a kilt.
I can't help myself.
Although Urkel in a kilt is another thing. Anyway, so some good pictures. So we can show you a little bit of my daddy's parents.
Okay, so yeah, our dad's parents, we've always loved them to pieces. I've been very close to them my whole life. So this is one of the last good pictures. This is probably the last professional picture that our dad's mother took before she had passed.
Her name is Jean, by the way, Jean Mary.
Jean Mary Darlington Smith.
And she was one of the most kind and dainty little ladies.
Very sweet.
Very, very sweet. And she loved to try and spoil us girls. I remember one night she told my mom, we're going to have a ladies' night.
Mm-hmm.
And she went and she bought us a bag of popcorn and she let us go to the Blockbuster and pick out a movie.
She was the sweetest. And, so simple too. That's something that I really miss about the older generation is just how simple. And
yeah. I still remember the movie, by the way. It's one of my absolute most favorite, Bicentennial Man.
Oh, I love Bicentennial Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh gosh, this is probably one of my favorite pictures of my dad's parents.
Oh my gosh, I want it on my wall so bad.
I'll make copies for you. We'll get copies.
This is their wedding day.
This is their wedding day. Beautiful, dainty little lady.
She's so pretty.
She was maybe all of 120 pounds and probably thought that she was too heavy.
Right.
She was one of those type of ladies.
Yeah, she always wanted to be very
but
put together.
Our grandfather was very much the type that liked his thin ladies. I'm sure he reminded her often, you ate too much cake this week.
Yeah. But of course, he was extremely tiny too. So
he was a very thin man.
Where the hell we got all of this big boned
The
and
Johnsons and our mom's side, the Robbins side.
Well, they're not very big people in the way
Johnsons
of height.
and the Robbins, the Scottish and the German.
Yeah.
All the dainty people, all our little English family, all our little dainty English. We didn't take after them.
Mm-hmm.
Took after the Scottish side.
I got my
somehow.
daddy's face and the big old robust everything. And
so I actually did an Ancestor Dna Test, and I found out that I am 57% English, 25% Scottish, 3% Irish, 3%
wasn't it like Scandinavian or something like like that.
Viking somehow.
Viking.
And like the rest is German or German area.
It's like Prussia.
Prussia. Yeah. So I dug into the records to try to find where the German was, because there is none on our dad's side. But well, from what I can find so far, I'm thinking there might be a tiny, tiny little bit on our father's mother's side. There might be. But
Mikey Mason says, "Thank you, ladies, for sharing some of your family history with. You're very welcome. We're very proud of our family history. It's not that we're proud people, as in we want to flaunt it or whatever, but
we cherish our family.
We cherish our family quite a bit. We love where we come from." Brandon Daughtry, what is your special name for Robert? I just call him Beb. Usually I yell it quite loud because he's in his office. So, but I usually just call him Bebby or Bobbert. I don't like the name Bobby. It drives me insane. But Bob is short for Robert, so I call him Bobbert. But I don't call him like Pookie or Sweetie or whatever. We just call each other Beb. That's it. For the longest time, my daughter actually thought that her dad's real name was Beb. So she's just discovering that one of her favorite shows is Henry Huggle Monster. And I was like, that's Daddy's name, right? It's his middle name. And she's so proud. There's a cartoon that's named after her daddy. Let's see. What is that? Salamat. Thank you for great to be here watching, enjoying your videos and this live stream today. You're very welcome, Corey. It's always stand up for your dad and you girls as well. Don't let fucktard get you down. I made some calls to Australia. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Cyber Police Department.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what his issue is. Like I said, I think he has a mental problem, and I think he's just really obsessed with our father for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a...
I think the obsession was even before he gave our dad the money to work on a project he's been working on for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And I think that was just his way to kind of start his weird little thing that he's doing now. Mm-hmm. I think he was obsessed with our dad long before he started this weird channel. And
it's almost like you see those weird movies of stalkers, and they like obsessed and always like giving that person a presents and loving them, and then the second that anything goes bad, they have to like sabotage their entire lives.
Yeah, like they'll get close enough and learn just enough to where they're like, maybe I can turn this around and make everybody else think that they like don't know who this person already is.
Like some weird obsession stalker. Yeah. Weird. I don't know. I tried to stay out of it. Honestly, my dad is a grown man. I am a grown woman. We can stay out of each other's businesses and things of that sort. But then when people start messaging, threatening my sister or even me and my children or the livelihood of anything of my nieces and nephews. I'm a nice person, but try me.
Yeah. And it's been really hard for us to see our dad's channel suffer like it did. We were really proud of our dad for doing as well as he did. And, when he first started his channel, I'm here in the States and, he's in the Philippines, and he starts his very first video of like what my channel was about, I believe. And I used to sit for 3 to 6 hours at a time and copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste thousands of other channels. So I really worked hard on helping my dad build his channel. And just in the first couple months, it blew up. It was huge.
Yeah.
I commented on many other gardening pages, foreigner pages, even the people who would dig out those pools with just little sticks and hand tools. I'm like, hey, my dad's about to go to the Philippines and start his own little, I don't know what he's even starting with, because I watched him send stuff over there from here, many boxes of stuff like tools and things that he would need. And the very last thing that he was sent, I bought him new stuff before he left, shirts, pants, and whatnot. Because my dad does not care what he looks like. He's not putting on a show for anyone.
No.
To me and to my dad. My dad, he's handsome, so he's cocky about it, and he I'm okay with that. But what you reading?
Oh, I'm trying to keep up. It says Jim A in Flaw. So it may be Florida.
Okay.
Just wanted you ladies to know I've been watching Brian's videos for the past 3 years. I work nights and he's provided hundreds of hours of entertainment. He's a good man. Well, thank you. I extremely, extremely appreciate you supporting my dad still.
Yeah.
He is a good man. I really wish people would, take
it's
that in
kind of
consideration.
crazy how fast someone can just be told something and be like, oh my gosh, well, I had no idea that. Like I've seen a lot of people say that he's a child molester and that he's like I got a message on my Facebook just this morning that he was a child molester.
I'd like
it's
to
really
see the
hard.
proof.
It's really hard for me to hear that, knowing that like he was an ice cream man when I was growing up, and I spent many hours on that ice cream truck handing out ice cream to other people and families and little kids. And about the first time I heard another child say that the ice cream man was a child molester, I was an adult. And this little girl's 12, 13. She's like, well, my friend says the ice cream man's a child molester. And I'm like, well, that ice cream man is my father. And he's about the sweetest man I've ever met.
Yep.
And he's never done anything inappropriate with anybody.
Ever. When we were very little, right after our little sister was born, she was maybe 6 months or so. Right after my sister turned 4, my mom took my little sister and left. He had 2 little girls at home.
All by himself.
And
he worked his butt off.
Yes.
And we can tell you from we lived there. We were little. We lived through it. Our dad worked from sun up to sundown every single day. Took us to a babysitter. Went and got us after. Took us and got us McDonald's almost every day. McDonald's and Taco Bell was our.
What you want? Happy Meal. What kind of Happy Meal? A happy one.
Or if we were at Taco Bell, what you want? A tostada.
Yeah. You want a burrito? You want quesadilla burrito, huh? Yeah.
She liked her burritos. I like my tostadas.
And a root beer. Can't drink it no more, but
our dad he is a great dad.
He never did anything to us. And he hardly ever even spanked us.
I don't ever remember my dad spanking me. My mom, on the other hand, oh God.
Let's not get into it. My mom was very okay with spanking, but our dad, he would just
come and sit next to you and you would just feel it.
Yeah.
Like when his presence coming into the room after you knew you did something really fucked up and you're about to get in trouble. Because he wasn't the yell and throw stuff type like our mom. He'd come in and calmly walk in and sit down and be like, how you doing, sweetie? Have you had some time to think about what you did? And instantly you're like, oh God.
I did think. I thought so
bad. I'm so sorry, Daddy.
It's just his presence. He didn't need to be mean. He didn't need to do anything. And it was more of like you felt the disappointment.
Yeah. And when I got older, he would tell me sometimes, like 16, 17, I'm a teenager, I'm doing stupid things. He came and sat down and talked to me one time, and I'm 17. And he sits on my bed and he says, honey, I'm pretty disappointed with you. And I turned into a big ball of tears, like I was 4 again.
But his way of helping us was, well, you thought about it. You know what you did wrong.
What are you going to do to fix it? What's your plan?
Yeah.
What's your plan of action?
What's your plan? And then when that doesn't work out, what's your plan B? And I might make a suggestion to modify that plan a little bit. And that's probably the one you should go with.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't tell us that, when we got older, maybe once we hit adulthood, he would start to brag and be like, I'm the smartest man on earth.
Oh yeah.
You better listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were younger, he just wanted us to kind of figure that out for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we did. He's literally like one of the smartest men I've met.
Yeah.
And no lie, we've outsmarted him a few times where I was just like, Dad's getting
That's a
older.
proud moment.
Dad's getting older. He was off his game for a minute.
Just for a minute. We got to
Um,
sneak in right when we can once in a while. I'm sure Charlie's going to do it to him too. You just wait. Charlie's going to get him.
Let's see. What do we got? Oops, sorry, sissy. Did I not go?
Thank you so
I'm
much.
trying to see the comments.
We got to wait.
Travel restrictions.
I
My wife will
was-
be visiting your dad and Marcel and Charlie. And Red. Okay. That'll be cool. Where are you guys stuck at when traveling restrictions? So you guys are in Cebu. So they won't even let you
Yeah.
guys go from Cebu.
Man,
Wow.
you can't even go to different islands. I know what's the Manila. I know that's a really big
Mindanao.
Mindanao. They don't let you go to it. I think it's like all locked down because it's a big city. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But like out in the country areas, maybe because there's not much doctors, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me. Let's see, where did we leave off? Some people are just evil. I can't believe they would say that about your dad. I completely understand.
Yeah, and that's just one of the things. Like,
Yeah, there's many
we've seen
things.
hundreds of comments where we're just like, really?
Like, where did you even try to get it?
GD Meat is at work again,
Right.
spreading some kind of craziness.
Yeah. My husband
And his
says
minions are biting.
there's always evil in the world. The thing is that can keep up evil at bay. Yeah, my husband
There's good people standing up and
my husband's been to war and trying to stand up for things, and it's just you got to be patient and you got to.
Corey says he's got to go. His wife's calling him for lunch. So
Lunch.
Thanks for tuning in, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, thank you
about
so
noon
much.
time over there. It's 12:30 over there.
Oh wow.
So
Well, have a
lunchtime.
good lunch. We appreciate it. I really do appreciate talking with you, Corey. I hope
Yeah.
you have a very good lunch.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I guess so. We've been on live for
a
over
while.
2 hours. It's been really fun too. I'm really loving being able to go live. It was a good 2 or 3 hours. We just sat here and
It
messed
was
with everything.
2 up there. It says.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
now it's like bedtime, and
Yeah, we're getting tired. So we're gonna share a couple more pictures with you guys.
and then we're gonna go ahead.
We're gonna
and
head to bed ourselves.
Yeah. It's-
Karma always comes to those type of people. Yes, it does. And
Mhm.
I think people that are keeping up with GD Mead are seeing how much his own strife and hatred
Yeah.
are eating at him and killing him. That's what karma does right
I
there.
always tell my babies, don't waste your life being mad,
Yeah.
because then you never get that time back.
No.
Just
You can forget about whatever anybody's trying to throw at you and just forget about it and move
Yeah.
on.
take your time to
No.
take your breather or whatever, but don't waste your life on it.
Yeah. My dad's channel has gone way down.
Mhm.
He used to get 20,000 views just hours after he posted a video. Now he's around 2. So a good
Yeah.
90% of his subscribers have been somehow convinced or just misled by Mead.
Yep.
Or just, Mead just bullying our dad for no
Yeah.
reason and having no proof to anything. But anyway, I'm hoping that some of our live videos will kind of bring a little more light to our dad and just our family in general.
Sorry,
Okay.
I have allergies, and every so often it makes me feel like I have something in my eye. Fall
So-
allergies, yay.
So this is our dad's mom and dad again. This is more wedding pictures. They had
Ooh,
such
it's very
great
whited
pictures.
out.
It's very whited out.
Yeah, well, it's a black and white photo. You
Oh,
can't
well,
really.
That's about as good as we're gonna get that one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's our dad's mom and dad. Like, we've never seen them before because obviously by the time we met them,
They was
they were
old.
well in their 40s, close to 50. Our dad is the youngest of their children.
Yeah.
I believe our grandma was 20 when she had her first. So she was about 32 when she had our dad.
32. Yeah, 30.
She's
Might have just turned 32.
Mhm. So,
So we didn't know our grandmother till she was,
our dad was
lot
24 when I was born. So, yeah, she
50s?
was 56 or so by the time I was born. So I never saw them like this. This was
Yeah.
a real treat for me to find. This picture we've seen circulate around. It has been on family members' walls.
Yeah.
But to find this whole stack of wedding pictures has been lovely.
Yeah, the first picture of her very older with the grayer hair. Well, it was black when I first met her, but that's what I remember.
So we've always thought that our grandma looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes,
She's
Snow White. Oh my gosh, she looks like Snow White.
Yeah, she really
was
does.
Even, how she's very dainty and she talks and very
Mhm. Yeah.
That's Snow White.
She's very much like she was Snow White. It was almost like Belle and Snow White mixed together. And that was our grandmother. She was just a beautiful princess.
Now our papa, on the other hand, he was the dwarf, and his name is Grumpy. I'm kidding. We love our papa. Maybe a grumpy mixed with dopey sometimes, because he really liked to show off and like dance little jigs.
He was a goofy man. I mean, he liked to.
Yeah, well, he lost his voice box when we were a lot younger. We do remember his. I don't think my little sister does, but we remember his voice.
Good night, Corey Ross.
Bye.
Bye. I'll catch you later.
But we remember his voice. But for the most part, he talked with a little. You'll see sometimes in pictures he'll have this little black thing.
Gina's going to bed too. Good night, Gina. Well, I know it's late over there. Sorry, it's 12:30.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's 12:30 afternoon there, but it's late here too. It's 10:30 our time. It's 11:30 on the coast. So, yeah.
Good night. It's a work night. I'm so sorry. I had no other time to come over.
And we will schedule. We'll let you know when we get some more live videos going. And maybe I'll do some more videos of me pressure. I do have more dog houses to do. This is really, really special. This is our,
He's good.
my son wants to be a football player. Oh, I'm going to have a heart attack before I'm 40. Oh, okay.
It's okay. He's good.
Okay.
He's being King Kong to his dump truck.
Okay. So this is, can you see it okay?
Okay. So this is Grandma, of course.
Grandma Jean.
And this is Papa. This is our Grandpa Charlie. And then over here,
this is
Grandpa Darlington. Is Eugene.
Eugene.
This is
Sharples Darlington.
Yes. This is Linda's mother. This is her stepmama. I think
Veronica.
Veronica, yes. And then way over here, this is Charles Smith Senior.
This is Great Papa.
This is Great Papa, yeah. And then this is his mama.
That's
we called her Grandma Jessie.
Yeah, that's Grandma Jessie.
And she was a very dainty old woman. And that's Papa's parents, and these are Grandma's parents. And that's like the only photo we have of them actually in the same room.
Very sweet pictures.
Yes.
These are also more wedding photos. So this here is our dad's aunt. This is his youngest aunt.
Yes.
This is Mary Smith. And she is his only aunt that is still living.
Yeah.
Out of all of her siblings, she's the only one still living.
She's the youngest baby, though. She's
the youngest girl.
I think Papa is the third youngest, other than his brother.
She's Papa and his brother were the youngest. Yeah. She's the youngest girl. She's the youngest girl. She's older than Papa by a couple years.
Yeah.
And then that's again, this is their mom. That's Jessie Johnson. She was named after her father, Jesse Johnson. That's why she's named Jessie Johnson. He was a big burly Irishman, like we said,
Mhm.
redhead, big curly haired man. And he was 6'4",
Yeah.
and he married a tiny, tiny little Scottish woman. I think she was 5 foot nothing, and this was their daughter.
Yep.
And then again, this is Charles Sr. on this side. So yeah, our brother Charlie. This is who he's named after here. And
Yep.
then here's some more pictures. This is again our papa and our grandma.
We're not 100% sure.
I'm pretty
this
sure this is
person.
his brother.
We're thinking his name is Coleman.
Coleman. Yes.
So Papa had
One
two brothers.
Yeah, he had one older brother and one baby brother.
His baby brother passed when he was a boy.
Coleman passed when he was only 4 years old.
Not Coleman, Hoyt.
Or Hoyt, yes. Hoyt Bell.
Hoyt Bell was
Hoyt
his name.
Bell passed away when he was 4. Our papa here was about 10 or 12, I think he said. Or
he was.
I don't remember
No,
exactly.
he was about 2-3
8.
years older than him, so maybe
He was
7.
big enough to drive a covered wagon with a clutch. It was still pulled by horses, but it still had a clutch in it. And he went and popped the clutch, and his baby brother fell off the back of the wagon. And he just happened to be backing up when he popped the clutch into gear, and it ran over his baby brother. His baby brother lived about 4 more months, but because of his injuries that day,
he got hurt in his head.
Yeah, it ran over his head, and because all the swelling, and he just didn't make it.
He did not make it.
That was one of the first events that changed our papa and formed him into the person that he became. I think he would have been maybe not so anxious.
Yeah.
He was very, very protective. He didn't let us have a bath with water any bigger than this in it. He didn't let us swim in water that was going fast at all.
No, we had to sit on the shore.
If we were running and playing, if we were running too fast, he'd tell us to slow down. He was very, very protective, and I believe that's because he lost his brother.
Yeah, and when I first brought my boys to go see him, my oldest looks a lot like Papa. I'd have to show you some pictures or let you see him someday, but almost identical to my Papa, whereas my younger boy looked like his brother Hoyt. Bleached blonde hair, whatever. And the first time I let him see my babies and I brought him to meet him, he started crying, and I had to take my boys out the house because it reminded him of pictures of him and his brother with his baby.
Yeah.
So it took him a while to be able to be around my younger son because he felt that it was Hoyt, his baby brother.
And I do have pictures of HB. They called him HB for short.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of this information from our aunts, our papa sisters. I was pretty close to that Mary before I moved out.
Yeah.
So.
And he had lots of sisters.
Yes, he had Milla, Aunt Camilla.
Yeah, Camilla.
She went by Milla for short. Aunt Mary, which is the youngest. Aunt Dorothy, and Aunt Milla married Dot and Dorothy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways, okay, let's see. You got anything else on that? What?
Okay, let's read some comments.
Good night. Good night. Of course, I don't know who will lose. My wife and I think the world of your dad and you girls as well. From the Ross family in Cebu. Well, thank you, Ross family.
Thank you.
I love your family photos. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Gina. Yes,
yeah, we just put the Sasquatch to bed.
The Sasquatch went to bed, babe.
The Sasquatch is having issues with the mini Sasquatch that won't go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
he thinks he's Godzilla.
I'll share a couple more of these. They're very faded and very hard to see, but they were so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even look like Papa to me. or grandma when they have the younger photos because
Yeah.
I'm just so used to how they looked after I seen them.
Well, if you think about it, it's a whole lifetime of difference because
Mhm.
we've lived for 35 years, but from the time these pictures were taken and the time we remember our grandparents was a good 35 years. So
Yeah.
it's a whole lifetime of difference. Who is this? I don't know who this is.
I don't either. We'll have
It
to
kind of
figure
looks
that-
like Paul, but
We can usually tell every single one of our uncles apart because they all look distinct.
yeah, these big round eyes, those are Smith eyes. We don't know what Smith is.
It's
Oh, and throwing the bouquet.
yeah.
This one's a pretty good one. It's not faded. I'm
I
not
actually
sure
got
who
a
these
pretty
ladies
good
are.
picture from back in the day for that aspect, But yeah,
That's beautiful. This is them cutting their cake.
look at that hand around that waist. Oh yeah, they's a pretty couple. We were actually surprised that our grandmother didn't wear a wedding dress, and she had a black veil on, and black shoes.
Yep.
But yeah,
She wore this she wore a sweater
it's like a sweater dress
and a sweater skirt.
Yeah. We were because we always heard that she would have had this grand wedding, but no, she had this little bitty kind of like thrown together kind of looking thing.
So this is a sweet picture. I believe this is our Aunt Camilla, and this is Aunt Mary, and this is our grandmother, and we believe this is one of our aunts that was married into
We think it's Coleman's
Coleman?
wife. We're not sure. Maybe our dad can correct us.
He can probably. I hope he gets a chance to watch the video because it's 2 hours long, and we already know our dad. He's not.
He's gonna be like,
I got time. I
got check chickens,
check some.
10 pigs.
Well, the pigs are gone, but yeah,
Oh well, you know what I mean.
we'll check the tilapia and the water level.
Yeah.
Yep, another wedding picture. But yeah, we're gonna this is the last one. I think we already showed this one. But when I do have a little more time, we'll go through Dad's yearbook. Did you want to go through Dad's yearbook real quick?
Dad's yearbook is kind of hard because
it's I don't even know how it's lasted this long.
Yeah.
But
my yearbooks look a lot better than his, and they were not kept in good places.
See, I don't have mine anymore. Mine were stolen by some crazy witch named Sophia who put some spells on me. And yes, I believe in witches, and yes, I believe in her spells, and I hate her for it. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Dad's yearbook.
Yeah.
Just do a quick little.
Don't break anything.
Okay, we're gonna do this because it's gonna be very hard to show any of this. So he got a flower of some kind,
and he left it in there.
So it molded, and it stuck to every page for 30 pages.
Just
no, hold on.
Put it together and flop.
I can't. It's got to go one page at a time. I've already torn it apart.
It's just
falling.
It's falling.
I know.
It's nasty.
I know. Hold on.
There you go.
I got to get the right amount of pages. Yep,
Okay,
it's right here.
Okay, it's good.
And I've been just letting it fall. Wherever I'm sticks goes bye-bye. Okay. So
we'll have to show you our dad's picture. A lot of it's all stuck together. So, he was on the football team and all that, but I don't know if we'll be able to find that because there's so much stuck together, and some of the pages, they just cannot come apart or it would just tear to shreds.
Okay, so let's do this. There is our handsome father.
It's high school senior picture.
Senior picture. Can you read what Dad wrote?
Well, it says, kick back and take life easy. You only live once. He YOLO'd in high school before YOLO was a thing.
YOLO.
Mm-hmm. And he handsome. But yeah, so basically there's lots of other pictures of many people we have no clue about.
No.
But we have tried to look through this gently.
And but see what I'm dealing with here.
It's a clump. Hi.
I actually was able to make it through almost every single page in here. It's just kind of re-petrified to itself.
Yeah, and so we haven't
Oh,
found.
and it stinks.
Yeah, we don't know what was spilled on it. I don't think we want to know.
I mean, it might have just been water, but knowing our father, it's probably diet soda of some kind.
Yep. Or coffee. But it's not really.
It's not coffee.
It's not brown. It's probably soda.
Or it got rained on because it was in the sun chaser's truck.
Yeah.
So some of these pictures in here are really hilarious. I mean, it is 1980 when this book came out. It was published. 1980.
Oh, yeah.
Just a look down memory lane for some of y'all folks.
Right. But we haven't been able to find the football page. You know how they have like the teams or whatever. But
yeah.
We haven't been able to find much of anything because everything's stuck together. But we were lucky that our dad's actual senior photo was not stuck to anything. It was actually the one thing that was not stuck. You hear that? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's like peeling bark off of a tree.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not seeing these are all class photos of other. God, that guy does
good
not
night,
look 17.
ladies. It's been a great chilling with y'all. All right. Bye. Bye, Jean. It's nice to have you on. I appreciate it.
It has been a pleasure. Yeah, it's been a good 2.5 hours, you guys. We're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you all for watching.
I'm tired.
And whoever watches afterwards, please leave comments. If you guys would like any specific pictures, we'll get those together.
Yeah, ask questions. I don't mind answering them.
This is going to be part 1. We're going to make several parts to this and kind of go over other family members.
Yeah. This is kind of just like Dad's generation and how he came about with all us and things like that.
Yeah, I'd like to personally get into like our family tree.
Yeah.
And some of our history.
I was going to bring a big old board to map it out for you guys so you kind of understand a little bit better, but I forgot my board. I was running out of door with my child screaming at me that she wanted to come.
And I just learned how to do the live stream. So we're going to see if we can do the split page and show you guys other things. So
yeah. We'll figure some stuff out.
Yeah, we're just learning. So thanks for tuning in to our very first one.
Yeah.
And please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell everybody on Dad's subscrition list to come follow too. And we'll definitely post more stuff with Dad.
Building stream pages. I don't know.
Building stream pages. Okay.
Thanks, babe. Anyways, well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you know anybody else that wants to know a little bit more, let them watch the video, ask questions.
Oh, and share it with GD Mead.
We love him so.
We love you, GD Mead. You need a straight jacket in a mental hospital, bro, just to be honest with you.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
Have a good evening, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. We'll catch y'all later. Let's see if we can end this stream.
Yeah, actually end it this time.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
All done.
There we go.